Almost forgot the audio. That's sort of important. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Valkyrie, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign where we play and complete strangers, actually, who met on Reddit, become the bestest of friends while playing Dungeons & Dragons live for you every Monday night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am your host and dungeon master and creator of this channel, TheMajestic, and you can find these streams here on this Twitch, TheMajestic, which you can find by searching www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGaming. G-A-M-I-N, no G, as well as the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/TheMajestic, or just by searching TheMajestic. But yes, that is where we upload all of these videos and possibly even podcasts in the future, but let us know if you want to see that. Let us know if you want to see more art. Speaking of art, I will mention that in just a bit, though. I'm going to let the incredible co-players that I have with me again, all minus one from last week. Charlie, we're missing this week, unfortunately. He has to work overtime, but I will let everyone else introduce themselves and say who they are playing, starting with Rachel. Say hello.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm playing our half-elven rogue, Mira Halder.
Perfectly done. And Brandon?
Hello, I'm Brandon, and I'm playing Jax, our black dragonborn paladin.
Perfect. And Justin?
Hi, I'm Justin. I am playing Zashmar Efreet, our Fire Genasi Warlock, and I can afford alcohol again, so yay.
There you go. I'm with you. I'm drinking Seagrams, though. It's like it's like the cheap Mike's Hard Lemonade. All right. Today we are joining, or we are continuing off where we left off last week. At the end of last week, sorry, just chroma keying just to make sure that I have that done. At the end of last week, the players got a bit of a surprise when Justin's character, Zashmar Efreet, was actually given a Cerberus, and he was told that the Cerberus would help him fight off, quite literally, his inner demons in this case, seeing as how he was told that a amulet that he has attuned himself to has some mischievous intentions, it seems, and there is actually a soul trapped within it. So far, it seems as though Justin's really the only one who knows this, actually, to an extent. But he certainly is starting to realize the power that it has, whereas the rest of the group, while he was unconscious, went on a shopping spree, and they were just like super chillaxed, and they're like, ooh, let's go shopping. And no, they bought some really incredible items, some incredible armor, which makes many of them OP. However, I pointed out before we started the stream that none of it protects against magic damage, which should be interesting. And but they're now they have finished off the day, called it a night. Most of them, all but Charlie's character, who is, oh my gosh, I know this, Kelrendir, went back to the inn, the Sleepy Hollow. However, seeing as this town is, for the most part, against mages and magic, he decided it'd be best to stay with the wizard at the actual Mages Guild, which is in the sort of front of town, which caught a lot of them off guard. But the rest of them went back to their rooms to sleep, and that's another thing that I wanted to ask. Justin, I'm guessing you go to your room. Well, Zashmar goes to his room. I'm guessing Mira and Delilah go to their room. Jax, where would you like to go?
I'll go with Zash, just in
Zashmar.
case.
Okay. Perfect.
Can I be able to sleep with these puppies?
And you walk in like ready to fall asleep, but very happily. I want to say contently. Zash walks into this room carrying this still big crate, and very miscellaneously you'll hear a sudden ruff, ruff from inside. But there are 3 air holes on each side as he walks in happily and contently into your guys' room. He sets that down, immediately plops it open, plops it down on the bed, and there you guys have a Cerberus puppy in the room. It is like 10 o'clock at night, and this puppy is so energetic. You would think that just woke up from a very long nap. That being said, who all goes to bed? Or tries to?
Yeah, I'll attempt to go to bed.
Okay.
Zash is gonna try to calm the puppies down. Like pull them out and kind of rile them up a little bit just to wear them out.
Okay.
And then he'll go to bed whenever they're
all right.
Whenever they're knocked out.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Okay. I was getting the monster created, so I don't actually have my character built pulled up yet.
No worries.
1 second.
I had to be away from my computer for a second because I actually had to take care of my own dog. Because you probably heard her bark a few seconds ago.
21.
Where is Jax?
Jax and Zash are in Zash's room.
Okay.
Jax is gonna try and sleep. Zash just rolled a 21 on animal handling check. Very well done. Do me a favor
What's for?
too. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Just straight dexterity?
Straight up dexterity.
15.
15. Alright. So this puppy, very energetic, right out the box. You know that this is going to be a problem. With your classic Zash manner, you let out a little, roll your eyes a little bit. But you still find that you've never seen a Cerberus in your life. You know how common it, well, not common, but you know how symbolic it is of your homestead. And so you roll up with it, you start to shake and pet the Cerberus vigorously and start to wear him down. You get the idea of taking actually a rock that's sort of like a coal, which is actually sort of just set up in the middle of the room as sort of like a or accessory or decor piece. In a little bowl, there are like sort of miscellaneous rocks. One of them looks to be like blue with like white stripes going around it. But then you find this one very dark one that looks a bit like solid, dense charcoal almost. And you toss it, and then the Cerberus puppy goes running for it. The middle head that bobs down and grabs it, and comes back and brings you the rock or ball in this case. And then, as you're playing, though, there is one point where you're so focused on the two right heads that the left head sort of slightly evades your sight, and it just lets out this fireball on a third cough, sort of trying to clear its throat, as for the first time ever, you see the might of what was just a fluffy little fur ball. This big fireball just goes flying and rolling, sort of like a backwards slow ball. Just slowly rumbles through the air. You quickly hold out your hand and sort of absorb that heat with your natural fire strength and resistance. Are able to just dim it down to the point where you can wipe off the fire with your other hand. But after a good bit of playing with these Cerberus puppies, you're slowly able to wear them down to the point where it's not only not annoying Jax, but also not keeping the rest of the residents in this inn awake at night. The Cerberus puppies then roll up into a little corner, which they've made their own. One of the heads actually at one point, while they're walking, just takes a pillow that you guys had tossed off the bed and sort of the group of them sort of lean into it to rest themselves. One of the heads, the farthest right, lays it on top, the other one leans against it, and the third head leans against the second. And they just fall asleep slowly, begin to close their eyes after having quite a long day. And you guys are finally able to do the same. Jax, who had tried to had actually been trying to fall asleep for a little bit of a while, is finally able to fall asleep. Mira, you said that you go to bed as well?
I want to try and read a little bit of my natural plants book before I go to bed.
Gotcha. And also, Justin, I would just like to mention, we do hear a good bit of typing as well.
Yeah, because you sent me pictures. I'm trying to type it all
Yeah.
into an actual monster.
Fair. Okay.
And I apologize for my dog barking in the background because my mic
No
picks
worries.
up everything. It's ambiance.
Yeah, it's ambience. It's the puppy. I hope that it should still be shared if you were to look into monsters, but Cerberus puppy doesn't come up.
No, there's just 3 listings for Cerberus.
Okay. All right. So, how long do you spend, Mira, reading this book?
If it keeps me from a full night's rest, not too long. Just some reading before bed, just to like get myself going on it.
A little bit of light reading. You allow the pages to sort of whisk you away for a short bit, then slowly leading to the constant reading of line after line and word after word starts to make your eyelids feel heavier and heavier. Slowly throughout the night, you let sleep overtake you, but you got a good 2 chapters in, and
Okay.
Allow yourself to fall asleep. I want you to... What is your passive perception?
11.
Okay. Where's the giant D20? There it is. Okay. And I just want to make sure with things. All right. That's 11 is your passive?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You guys all slowly wake up in the morning then. With the puppies very energetic and now waking you sort of as a rooster crows in the morning. These puppies loudly bark and wake you guys up, jump up on the bed, and begin to lick Zash in the face. But, Mira, you wake up, and you are actually alone in the room.
I'm alone.
You're alone. You were with Delilah throughout the night.
Around what time of the morning is it?
It's early in the morning, we'll say about 7.
Okay. Can I go downstairs and see if I see her?
Yeah, you can.
I'm not gonna freak out because it's only 7 in the morning. It's not like it's 4 in the morning and she's gone.
Okay. You walk downstairs. You walk out the door. There appear to be a couple of, I'd say, 2 other people coming out of individual doors. And they are just also sort of woken up by the dog, but, not really paying much mind to it, as it is 7 o'clock in the morning now. It's finally daytime, and they're gonna get started on their days, and walking up, but they do seem a bit groggy, stepping out of their individual rooms. You walk down the hall, you walk down the main flight of stairs, and you're on the 2nd floor, where you can look over the balcony and see the same lady as the past 2 days there at the front desk, chilling and just waiting patiently for anyone to walk in the door. Usually at this in her downtime, she'll be face first in her ledger, but she doesn't have that open today, it seems, or right now, I should say. she's just waiting patiently for anyone to walk in or people to check out. And looking down over this balcony, you don't see any Asmers or Delilah for that matter.
Can I look in the dining room?
Yeah. You walk down the stairs. You go down through the study or the little resting area, and you walk into the little, sort of the size of a kitchenette kind of area, and there's nobody there either. Nobody's really sitting in there. You hear what sounds to be possibly the beginning of a grill starting up, but or not a grill, a stovetop. But yeah.
I want to go back up to the guy's room.
Okay. You walk up the 2 flight of stairs. You only pass by the same 2 people who were walking out their doors and slowly shuffling their feet. And you don't see anyone else, though. You walk up to the guy's room, and it is closed.
I knock.
I'll get up and answer the door.
Alright.
Hey, Jax. Have you seen Delilah? She's not in our room, and I couldn't find her downstairs.
Yeah, I see you. We just got up.
Should we look for her in town? She didn't leave a note or anything.
She definitely didn't leave a note.
You didn't check.
Let me go back and check.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Ooh. 6.
She didn't leave a note. You don't see anything. You come back, and Jax, you see this. She walks into the room after just a few seconds. She walks back out, shrugging her shoulders.
Alright. I guess. I mean, you seem like she had a crush on Kel. She might have went to visit him.
I mean, I can check if you two want to handle the puppies.
I gotta stop at the armory and get my gauntlets, so...
I have to stop there too and get my crossbow bolts, but I don't know if they'll be open this early in the morning.
Well, it usually works all night into the early morning, right? At least that's how it was the other day, wasn't it?
I don't know, we might have caught him at a weird time. We can always check.
You say as the Cerberus puppy in the background very excitedly is barking at Jack,
so
who's still
sorry.
sleeping. No, that is so perfect. You have no idea. I love that, actually. I don't even have to pull up the sound effects for it at all. Like, it's just built in. That's so awesome.
I feel really bad because I'm
Don't.
going to put her in the back. I feel bad for my dog.
No, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So you guys just make your way down?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You guys make your way down.
Making our way downtown,
Making your way downtown.
walking fast.
Walking fast, walking faster.
Avoiding copyright. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Alright. You guys walk past, once again, the people who are just shuffling their feet, who had just made their way to the bottom step. You walk past them in sort of a hurry, energetic fashion as you guys wake up with a ready to fight in any circumstance as just a natural acclimate that you guys gained from being in the Underdark, it's you would think. And the other adventures that you've had, of course. You know, waking up and still being tied to the back of a friend after you dumped a little bit of pixie dust on you. Whatever it is. It's built up this natural immunity to, we'll say, morning grogginess. That you guys are up and ready to battle the day more than anyone around you, it seems. Again, you pass by the storefront owner or worker, you cannot really tell, but the lady who is always there, and she's just waiting patiently, not really taking any initiative at this time. You guys do walk past as you do are about to go out the front door. There is someone walking in and putting up a little flyer on that bulletin that you guys saw, and you notice that it's the same as the other day too, with the Minotaur on it. He just like realized that there's one already on that bulletin board, and he places it over it, pins it in place, and walks out. But he's carrying a bunch of bags and appears to be one of the messengers that you guys are familiar with. You know that each major city has one of these. And in Silent Drew, you guys actually.
Would I know if they carried personal messages or just like the standard like flyers?
You would. They're messengers around town, so they will, for reasonable fees, deliver any messages that needed to go around town, or even possibly to multiple towns. Which it's a lot cheaper and easier to do when you're in the giant cities, which have the teleportation rings. Lumb being a town which has sort of closed itself off from I don't want to say a majority of magic, but we'll say unknown kind of magical stuff, also closed its doors to the teleportation rings, and you guys do know that Lumb used to have teleportation services. It doesn't anymore. So those will of course be additional fees, but these messengers will go basically wherever for the right price. But most commonly they'll go around town, put up bulletins that people hire them to mass deliver in different locations around town.
Okay. While we're can we walk past him?
No, you
and
can't.
Can I?
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I just had to. Sorry.
I want to try and walk past him, bump into him, and try and pick his pocket.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna do some rogue stuff.
You're gonna do some rogue stuff. Alright, that is your sleight of hand against his perception.
And I'll use my peach die for Delilah.
Aw. I'm just gonna do a real life one.
Ooh. Not too bad.
What is it?
Teen?
Teen. Okay. Okay.
That didn't sound promising.
As
I know. This is so good.
It's okay. It's okay. As he's slowly and groggling posting this up, he lets out a bit of a yawn, pinning this up into place as you bump into him and go, "Oops, sorry." And he just looks at you. He sort of keeps eye contact with you, and you're able to, slightly out of his peripheral vision, slip your hand down and into his messenger bag. And what is it that you take?
Anything that feels like an envelope, I guess.
An envelope. Okay. Okay. You reach inside and you pull out what appears to be a sealed envelope with you feel for something that has a bit of density to it, something that might have a number of papers, and you reach inside and it has like a little wax seal on the hand that, or on the side that are touching your fingers. So you quickly grab that, slide it around the side of your body to your back, and you keep eye contact and again apologize to him, turn around full circle, and you look down and it says I don't know the exact term for it, but I if I could describe it without giving it away too much, Department of Marriage and
Oh, no.
You
and you look at it, you begin to open it up and take a look, and it appears to be sort of fantasy world divorce papers.
Hey, I want to keep those.
All right.
Oh man, fantasy divorce.
And it might be too late to say this, but could I have tried to not let Jack see me?
Jax, what's your passive perception?
11.
Yep, no. Your stealth did not get past his passive.
He doesn't know I'm not that great person yet.
So I definitely see this then.
Yep.
Hmm. Well, I stop the guy, and I just look at Mira. Just kind of like a come on face.
No, you don't see me.
I thought I did see her.
He did see you.
Wait, with an 11 passive?
I thought you
11
got a
for
10.
passive. You got a 10 stealth.
I didn't roll stealth.
A sleight of hand.
My sleight of hand was 18.
Oh, was it? You said 10.
Yeah. No, I said
Yeah,
18.
You said 10.
I
Oh my god, my head is going. I rolled a 14 plus 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure you did.
No, I swear.
You,
I need a dice cam.
you told me 10? I'm just gonna go with that. I'm sorry, he did see you, but I'll believe you because I know that you have a higher stealth, and I don't think that you're lying to me. But also, in this world, Jax is pretty close to you. He watches out for you. He's an intelligent guy. I think that he sees this still.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So I stop the dude, and I just give, like, Mira a look, like, come on.
You did not think that he saw you, though. You certainly do not.
Then I'd be walking away.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to do in this situation.
Yes?
Can you just wait here for one moment?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I chase after Mira.
You go running after her, quickly darting down the street.
Does she still have the paper in her hand?
I would probably put it in my bag.
In your bag, okay.
I need this for reference for later.
Oh, I'm going through a messy divorce. And... All right.
I
Miss
specialized in
Johansson.
forgeries, by the way. So, I mean, if I know how to forge divorce papers, that'd be useful.
Oh my god! What if they didn't want it? I don't know. Okay. Oh. Think about the kids. Jeez, Mira.
Alright. Did I, like, see her actually pull something out, or did I just see her reach in?
You saw her slip something around the side very subtly.
Okay. Alright, well, I chase after her and I stop her.
Hmm.
Well, what'd you take out of that guy's bag?
It was just some flyers.
Why'd you hide it then? He's posting them right on the billboard. We could have just taken that one.
They were flyers for a different city. You know how these messengers go around? I just wanted to get a head start. They were job postings.
I feel like Jax would want to believe her, but it's also a little sketchy that she's hiding them, so insight check.
Insight check. Alright. Insight against deception.
16.
18.
Damn
Just telling the truth.
it. Okay. I go back out and I tell the guy he can go.
Oh.
I made a mistake.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Having been stopped by you very suddenly, you grabbed his arm, and you're just this overtowering dragonborn,
Oh.
which he's younger. He's like I want to say 15, maybe 16 years old, and he is not been in town long enough to see you when this town was at its heyday and might have had like more magic, let alone other races beyond just human and some elves and that one Argonian. So you scared him a good bit with your being, and he just walks off very timidly, like very visibly backing up away from you. Just like, okay,
Oh.
sure I can go.
I flick him 1 silver.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. He still quickly darts out the door. So. All right, day's yours. All of yours. Again, also Zash, the puppies have been waking you up, and now they're just cuddling up next to you. You're awake.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to spend some of the morning training them, like just kind of get them used to being around him, teach them to kind of follow, so that he can explore the town without worrying about them running off on their own. So just some basic type of, like
Training,
stick
stop,
by me.
stay, sit, things like that, and
Yeah.
you start out very, very smaller with things that you know people will often tell their dogs, and you think it'd be really cool to teach this dog to play dead too. So you go through some of these, and you try your best based on what you know for a good majority of the morning to teach this dog. So throughout the time, I'm going to have you make a couple of animal handling checks again. Starting with one right now.
Okay. 14.
Okay. So, Mira and Jax, you guys are heading down and out the door. As you walk, Mira, you quickly look over your shoulder once again, even though you had gone through the dining room. You just double check to make sure that there's nobody sitting in that den, in that study, where you met the guy last night. And there's nobody there. But you guys walk outside. Town again is beginning to bustle and hustle, and then everybody groggily is either on a cart with horses pulling it down the street in front of you, or walking along the sidewalks that pad the sides of the roads, and you guys make your way down to the armorer and the weapons dealer. I think that's the other one that was holding off something. No, there was someone else holding something else. No, it's just the armor and the other guy. Okay. Oh boy,
Yeah,
that's
and the
weird.
guy with my stuff.
All right. You guys walk in, or you walk up, and the door to the building, though, does appear to be locked still.
Guess he's asleep.
Guess so. Guess we'll go check on Kel first.
May I see if Delilah's there?
Alright, you guys continue on down the road.
Go to the wizard.
Oh my gosh, imagine picturing this too, the rogue all dressed up in the Dragonborn walking down the street, up to see the wizard. You guys make your way down, and the door appears to be open to the arcane college, or not really a college, it's a mage's guild.
Okay. Should we still knock? I don't feel
What was
rude
his-
walking in.
Oh, what was his
It's
name
not
again?
wide open, yeah, it's just not.
Starts with a G. I want to say, I don't know. I was just thinking of a Harry Potter name.
Go ahead and make intelligence checks, both of you.
Alright.
We're gonna look like such assholes. Damn it.
Oh,
5.
mother! What'd you get?
5.
1. Natural 1. No, you're going away.
You guys think that his name is Gerbil? They're just like, Grenadine? No.
I want to say it's Grendel, but...
Grendel sounds right.
Definitely Grindel.
It is! I wrote it down!
but the characters think that's gerbil. I gotta say, I'm sorry.
Alright, I knock on the door.
And very, very quickly. Hello. Oh, it's you two. Come on in. Come on.
Thank you.
How was your days? Oh wait, wrong character. That's
Too
actually
bad.
Yes. Did your friend get the item from Ivan?
He did.
Good.
Mhm.
Good. That will help him out a lot. What do I owe this visit?
Well, we were looking for our ASMR friend, Delilah. Did she stop by here?
Ah, the winged one. I hate to say it, the last time I've seen her was yesterday with all the lot of you.
Hmm. With your vast knowledge, do you know where she might be?
My knowledge, yes, is vast, but I do not know all, and unfortunately that is one of the things that escapes me. Wow, he's a big wizard. He has white hair, don't let this fool you. Oh, shit.
Is
No.
Suddenly, the room starts to grow in size, and you guys feel like you're getting smaller, but no. Sorry, go on.
is Cal Randir here?
Yeah, you do see him, over by the books, and, quite excited to catch up on a good bit of this reading. He is just head first into these pages right now. Hardly even notices your guys' presence as you walk in, but once he does notice you guys, he's like, "Oh, I am so sorry. Yes, good to see you guys again. How is I know his name, Zashmar.
Zash is doing good.
Good.
Did you happen to get a visit from Delilah?
Oh, I have not. Is she okay?
Oh, we're not sure. She's gone.
How so gone?
Woke up and she wasn't there. No.
I haven't seen her. Do you think she's alright?
She's pretty strong. I think she'd be okay.
Oh, okay. Still, let me think about... I don't think there's anything I can do to help find her. I wish I could, though, but I don't know any spells at the moment.
That's alright.
Spells? The wizard says. As he begins to walk, he when you guys started talking to Kel, and he noticed that he wasn't in the conversation and had no societal obligation to stay in the room, he went back into the kitchen and just started making what you guys smelled was toast, and he walks out, which, yeah, I'd say that from where you guys are, you could see it too. He took out pieces of bread, just held up his hand in sort of like a straight line and just brought it down, and the bread sliced into pieces. And then he took out his other hand, heated it up with just some like arcane whisper, and just singed it right onto the bread, and immediately made toast. And he walks out with this plate of freshly baked bread, and he goes, "Spells for what?"
Tracking or scrying of some kind.
Or locating, or...
Oh, well, that I could do. Why didn't you say so? Are you sure that you want to locate this friend of yours?
Well, we want to know she's at least alright.
Yes. Okay. Let me get situated. What was the ASMR's name?
Delilah.
Delight. Okay. He closes his eyes and slowly just lets out a long exhale of breath and just... He'll slowly like open up his mouth, like still tasting the toast in his mouth. But you guys are watching him, and it looks like he just fell asleep. Excuse me. Okay. He begins to hold out his hands then. Holds them into like sort of a prayer kind of symbol, and he keeps them there for a minute. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can still say where we're going. Brandon.
Oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
It was sort of answered already.
Okay, sorry. Slowly then, you guys begin to see this light glowing from his hands. And he opens them up to face him and puts them right over his eyes. He pulls them away and opens his eyes as they glow white where his pupils should be. There's this glowing blueness that just emanates outward and sort of shines up the room a little bit. But not like a narrow beam of light, but more so just a very sparse light. When he opens them, yes. Your friend the ASMR. What is it that you would like to know about her right now?
Where she is would be nice.
Well,
If she's in danger.
she is on a road. She appears to be walking. There does not appear to be danger around. Why would you assume that she's in danger?
She just disappeared out of nowhere.
Well,
Can you tell if that road is going from town? Which direction?
I cannot.
Hmm.
Well, it would appear that the forest is on her left. So if she is walking away from town, then she is heading southeast. If she is walking toward town, then she is heading southwest toward town too. Yes. Yes. Oh, look, a bunny, he says.
Alright, so we know she left without us.
Can you see the bunny?
No.
The bunny.
I don't have magic eyes.
Um, there's no way of knowing her intent, like why she left.
He shakes off his eyes and they turn back to the normal, very dark brown. If you're asking me, there is no way of knowing why. Not unless you ask her. I mean, there's that way.
Well, she's not here, and we don't know exactly where she's going, so
Would you like to go to her?
can we go to her?
With magic, yes.
Can you get us back here? We can't just ditch Zash.
And we have stuff we need to pick up.
That too.
Unless I go with you myself, I would not be able to get you back, and you would need to make your way back.
Can you come with us?
Alright, where are we going?
To Delilah.
Delilah.
Ah, yes. The ASMR. Okay. Let me just grab the essentials as he once again walks into the kitchen. He starts to rummage around in there, and you guys hear pots and pans sort of jingling around. And he's just rummaging through the kitchen a little bit, it sounds like, and you guys are left out in the hallway looking at, or the main foyer area looking at each other a little bit. Kelrendir once again has his face in the book, amazed, it looks like, at what he's reading at this exact moment.
Jax, the note could have fallen under the bed if there was one. We can check again. I'm not sure I want to travel with this guy. Seems kind of spacey.
I mean, I guess we can go back and check for the note again.
We can ask the lady at the front desk. I'm not sure about this guy.
I got the
No.
essentials, as he says, walking through the door, carrying now the entire loaf of bread.
Can I have some of that?
Yes. He holds out his hand once again, just holds it out in like a straight line, and from holding the bread from underneath in his left hand, he holds out his right hand, and like from 6 inches behind it, he just slowly moves his hand down as a piece of bread slices right off, and it begins to float in the air as he holds out his hand flat and just moves it slowly towards you. That that slice of bread just flies right in your direction and stops right before you, and you catch it.
You could have just tore me a piece off and handed it to me. You don't have to use magic.
What? Why would I do that? This is far more efficient and effective. If I were to tear off the piece of bread, you don't know where my hands have been. Why would I just grab the bread like that, rip it off, and throw it at you? No. Walk it to you? Good heavens, no. This is far easier for a mage at my age. Yes.
Well, you were holding it in your left hand, so you were touching the bread either way.
I was holding it underneath on the left-hand side, and I chopped off a piece on the right side, which means that you have no proof that I touched that side. Either way, I use magic to clean my hands too, so we are safe. Are we ready?
How long would it take to do all of this? Teleport there, teleport back.
Well, the teleporting there and back would take 10 seconds. It depends on how long you wish to stay in chat.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Alright.
We weren't on board a minute ago.
I just want this to be over.
Now we have to discuss is my fee.
No, God.
I will take knowledge of any sort if you wish to pay with that.
Okay.
Any specific knowledge? I only have a very specific skill set, so...
The better kept, the better. And more valuable.
Do I still have the Valkyrie book, or did Delilah take that?
I think
You
she
can
was
check
reading it
your
last, but I don't
inventory.
remember.
Because I still have it written on my sheet, but I don't
Gotcha.
know.
Yeah, she took that.
Okay. Then I pull out the Primordial book and show him that. And tell him he can have it.
Oh, good heavens. That is important knowledge indeed. But no. No, you'll be needing that.
God damn it. I don't have other things.
I could teach you something. I know a few things.
Well, I'm always up for learning something new. What do you know?
I can teach you how to pick a lock in case you forget your house keys.
I have magic to do such things.
If you don't know Undercommon, I can teach you a little bit.
I do not know Undercommon, but I have magic that allows me to speak in many tongues.
Okay. What do you want us to tell you?
Something...
What knowledge do you want from us specific?
Well, I don't know. You give me the knowledge, and then I will judge its worth.
There's demons loose in the Underdark.
I see you guys are struggling with this. That shall suffice, but it is knowledge that I already knew. Yes. Tell you what. 5 silver.
Alright.
Do you hand it over?
Yeah.
He holds out his hand, and you place the silver in his hand as he closes his eyes, and enchants, slowly, whispering a few words while holding it up to his mouth. As he opens up his hand, and you could have sworn you just handed over the silver that he said. Silver. He opens up his hand and now holds 5 gold coin pieces, and he puts that in his pocket. Thank
Wow.
you. Now, we shall go. He holds up his hand, and with that snap, you guys just hear a sudden... as you guys are now completely in a different area. You guys feel the wind brushing against your face suddenly, and sort of a pressure of the air around you just slowly hit you, just quickly hit you, as you guys encompassed an area which was void of any solid matter just moments ago. Now you're suddenly out in the middle of this area with the forest on your left, sort of plains / opening up to the beach and sea on your right, and beneath you a road, and up ahead of you, you see the silhouette in the morning sun rising of an Asimar traveling. While back at his house, Zashmar is still training the puppy, and this is perfect time actually. Zash, Justin, go ahead and give us another animal handling check.
Nice, 23.
Ooh, very good.
I handled the crap out of those animals.
Speaking of those animals, it is at this time that you're starting to get really attached to them. I do say them. And we talked about this obviously in the group chat, but not on stream. As you look at these, you notice that they need a name. Or I should say, they need names.
Well, I feel like it would only be one name because it's three heads.
You
But
can.
basically, the idea is that collectively they are named Fury, but they are the Furies. So they'd be named after the Greek Furies, which I don't want to butcher their names, so I'm not going to say them right now. You put me on the spot.
Sorry.
But the collective name is Fury.
Okay. All right. The collective name is Fury, but yeah, so long as you sort of, I'll say, oh, I'm drawing a complete blank on words for this. So long as you treat them as the individuals that they would like to, even at this young age, be encouraged to be. You call them each individual names, but also call them one singular name, the Furies as a whole. Which
Yes.
incidentally is awesome because it's also like furry, and it's furry little fur ball.
True.
Yeah,
That is true.
it's like a
I just
tiny
feel like
fur ball.
if Zash was going to have a cute pet, he would name it something ferocious. So, Fury.
Yeah. Awesome. And with 23, that is awesome too. Alright. You guys see up ahead of you though, Delilah.
I call out to her to stop.
We'll say make a performance check just to see how loud your voice gets and make sure your voice doesn't crack, you know. Stop!
17.
Okay. You yell out, Delilah, stop! And she stops in her pace. And you guys can see again the silhouette of her head just bowing down.
I just run up to her.
I do as well.
Hi.
Where'd you go? Or why did you leave? I just sprinted.
I have things that I need to do.
What kind of things?
Well, I sort of wrote this in the note, but
I didn't find a note. It must have fallen under the table.
no, it's possible it didn't get to you yet. I sent it via Dove.
Oh,
Yeah, I sent.
I'm not going crazy. Okay.
I sent one to the inn and one to Kel, but there was just something that I sort of saw in town, and I needed to go do something after.
That's good enough for me.
What? I left you guys and didn't say a word. Aren't you mad?
People do it all the time.
Oh.
You didn't let Zash do it.
I hold Zash to a different standard.
Rude.
Well, to be fair, he did
For her, I mean.
hurt people, and she didn't do anything.
But I would think that even I would be a little bit mad if someone would leave without saying anything.
I guess. You were nice to talk to.
Well, I do plan on coming back.
Yeah. I mean, the world isn't that big. And besides, none of us have made any mark about that other chick who was with us. Haven't seen her.
She could still be in her room. We never even went and checked on her. We don't know.
No one
did go
cared.
check. I did check on her and she wasn't there.
Jax
Okay.
barely talked to her. He didn't really know her.
But I hope that if I do decide to come back, that I'll still be accepted. I didn't want to leave like that because I was afraid that it would leave possible animosity or even hatred behind. But
Well, leaving without a word kind of makes you look guilty of something. So I would suggest probably telling someone first, because they might think of the worst thing possible. Jax probably thought you just died.
Definitely thought you were taken.
oh no, no,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Like, maybe I should have left the notes in the room.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. Well, here. How about this then, to make up for it? She reaches into her bag and she pulls out what appears to be a very large, horn of sorts. Spiraled and straight horn. This appears to be, like, almost a unicorn horn. With, like, a hole at the tip of it. And you assume that if you were to blow through this, that it would make just not a normal whoo, like normal noise. She says, if you guys ever need help, blow this and I will hear you no matter where I am. But I might not always be able to come and help you. What I have to leave for is very, very important, and I would not have left otherwise. So I will always send someone at least to help you out.
I just look at the horn and I say, oh my god, unicorns are real.
Of course.
We have a friend who can shoot fire out of his hands, and you don't think unicorns are real.
I come from an area that doesn't have many things.
And I can't do many of the things that y'all can, but it doesn't mean I don't believe in it.
Well,
Alright. But for now it is farewell.
Safe travels.
Goodbye. She continues to walk down the road.
okay.
We walk back to Gerbil the wizard.
How was your visit?
It was good. We got answers.
Yes. What were the answers?
Well, those don't come for free.
No, they don't. Good. Alright. Everyone ready? Once again, you guys teleport right back, and once again, the same rush of air, boom, flying outward and coming back and hitting you in the face. It is a bit of a sudden shock, even having experienced it. But you guys are once again back in the room. Kelrendir seems completely unfazed by this. Still face in book.
Before we leave, I just turn to Cal and ask if he's going to be joining us.
Yes, I will be joining you guys, but, if I could, I'd like as much time as I can to do a bit more studying in this Mages Guild.
Sure. And if we leave, I believe we're heading towards the Citadel?
Just let me know when you leave, and I will, leave with you, but, for now, I'm gonna get every second I can with this knowledge.
Right.
See you guys around town.
And I thank the wizard for
Yes.
taking us to Delilah.
Thank you for the currency. Now, hopefully, though I doubt it, you see how important that knowledge can be, and what that knowledge is really worth.
5 gold, apparently.
Well, because of your quick willingness to see her, I certainly got the better deal of that bargain. Alright. Have safe journeys. And please, come back for this one soon, as he points to Kel. He's getting face deep in the book.
I make no promises, and I walk out.
You rarely do, but I know you're worth it when you do. Alright, where do you guys go? What do you guys do?
Is it still 7 in the morning?
No, it's about, like, I'd say 8 now. Well, 7:30.
It's still so early.
Yeah, you guys didn't pass much. You guys didn't spend long there.
Do you want to see if there's anything to do?
Should we just like take a nap until like noon? Jeez.
Hmm.
What was on all those flyers? They're the same the other day, right?
Yeah, it was just some of the same old, same old. Thought there would be new ones.
Well, if the armory's not open, probably nothing will be open.
Yeah, most places don't open till around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock in general anyway.
We can go check on Zash.
To be fair, I don't really remember anyone taking a good look at the board, though, since... Like, you guys just noticed that that one guy was putting up the same flyer. I don't know, though.
Maybe we should go check the flyers.
No, don't do that now. That's too meta. Okay, I'm just saying, though.
Well, I would assume we checked it the day before.
Well, Mira,
was
first
still
off,
really
Mira
early.
never really checked it.
Well,
Zash
someone
noticed
looked
it
at
the first day, and you
Well,
noticed
I looked
that
at
there was
it. I looked at it the first day, and so did Cal. We both looked at it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because you
Okay,
told
I
me
thought it was
earlier
that.
that
I can't remember which one
Jax.
was rolled higher, but we both looked at it.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Jax. All right.
no, Jax hasn't seen any of the flyers or the board at all.
Okay, never mind then. All right. Okay. What? Where did you guys say?
Well, we're assuming everything's like closed right now, so I think we're just heading back to the inn.
I mean, we can walk around and see if there are any places we haven't been to yet.
Again, as you guys walk around, though, it is still the morning shuffle. People are walking to their locations. You see people starting to walk into this inn and walk in across the way to this building here, as well as over to here, which you guys see a lot of soldiers go in from this little opening right here. You guys can see a number of soldiers walking into this little fighting area.
Might want to avoid that area.
Maybe for you. If you want, we can just go back to the inn and just sit for a while.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. As you guys walk down, a number of horse and buggies again pass by you, carriages rolling down the street. What way do you guys take?
I guess probably the fastest way?
Well,
Just so we're not dilly-dallying?
I wanna- take the way that would pass the armory, so we could just kind of like glance and see if it's open on our way.
Okay. You guys walk by it, and as you approach, it appears that there is a unidentified person that you do not know yet, but they are walking into the shop.
Must be open.
Well, let's check it out.
We walk in.
You guys walk in.
Mhm.
Hello, good to... Oh, it's you guys. Good to see you again. How have you
Give us
been?
You doing all right?
Yeah,
Can I
well,
get a good look at the stranger?
Yeah, they walked in, they went off to the right, and they are looking at the items up on the wall. It appears to be make a perception check.
11.
They're wearing a hood, so it's difficult to see for the most part. You can tell that they have sort of pale skin, so it could be either a human or a elf, you are guessing. They're sort of skinnier, normal height, and from the features, it appears to be a female.
Jax has no interest in the stranger and just asks about his gauntlets to see if they're
Oh, the
ready yet.
gauntlets.
And my bolts?
I've been trying to work on them, I have, but we had quite a bit of a problem when... well, you remember that piece that you're wearing there that I sold you yesterday?
I do.
Another one got stolen from my shop.
I see. It's a shame.
I don't know who could have done it. Sorry. Something just came across my mind, but I Did you see anything suspicious yesterday when you were walking around? I'd been up for hours, and unfortunately I must have missed something, and I don't know how I could miss someone taking such a large item right from behind my head, but I must have. Did you see any suspicious looking characters yesterday?
Not that I can recall, no.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Well, Jax didn't see anything, right? I don't feel like I would have.
Yeah, I can't remember if either of us actually saw him take it.
Mira did because you helped him lie to sell it. I remember that, but I don't think Jax saw
I
it.
don't think Jack saw it.
Okay.
Because I don't think I would have let him do it otherwise.
So, persuasion check then for Jax, and I'm going to say still a deception check for Mira. I just want to see...
I didn't say anything!
You didn't say anything. He's looking at both of you, though. I want to see if your face tells anything.
22.
That's good persuasion.
13.
I know I'm persuaded. 13. Okay. Oh. Alright. Tell me, did either of you see that snake from the weapon shop? As he's saying this, he's leaning in closer. Did either of you see that snake walk in here at any point? Maybe when I had my head turned.
I didn't see him walk in.
I didn't see him walk in either.
Alright, well, again, I apologize for the untimely fashion, but it'll be yet another couple of hours until I have this ready for you.
Okay.
Same with the bolts. I will be sure to get both of them done at around the same time.
It's not a problem. It's still pretty early in the morning.
Yes, it is. If no touching unless you buy, he says to the guy who's going up and the girl who's going up and trying to take something off the wall. It looks like.
Jax glances over now, noticing the person. Do I see anything?
Like what?
I don't know. Just anything interesting, different. Do they look odd? I don't know.
Perception check? Straight up perception?
Not good. Yeah, that's only a 9, so nothing.
You, see this kind-looking girl.
Okay.
You want to go back to the inn?
Sure.
You guys make your way back down the road again. Go ahead and make a simple dex check, we'll say.
Dexterity.
Straight up dex?
Man.
Oh my god.
13.
10.
Okay, it was simple enough. As you guys are walking down the street, and rather unyieldy, uncontrollable, you hear, "Whoa!" as this horse on a buggy begins to go a bit wild. I mean, not too uncontrollable, but certainly not tamed at this point, as it begins to quickly try to dart off, but still attached to the buggy, and it quickly pulls it down the road. It goes rushing by you guys. You are able to quickly move out of the way, and as it rushes by you guys, it splashes into this puddle of God knows what on the side of this town, and it splashes up. You guys are able to avoid that too.
Oh.
Not ready to get this new armor dirty yet.
Yeah, as he continues down, "Sorry about that!" he yells while trying to get this horse under control.
I don't know if there's a bathhouse here, so I wouldn't want anything on me.
Guys continue down. You walk up the stairs, and in the room of Zash, you hear "Ruff, ruff," as he's training, and you'll hear occasional "good, good." Like.
Well, I'm gonna go in my room. Do you want to help Zash, or?
Yeah, I'll go into Zash's room.
Okay. I'm gonna look at those divorce papers. See the names, what's being distributed between the two. I want all the juicy intel.
All right.
And to start memorizing the format for potential endeavors.
All right. The divorce filing proceedings read as such. Faye Shaflack is claiming that she would like to be divorced from. Where's my pencil? There it is. Okay, I gotta write notes next to the name. Is claiming that she would like divorce from Eric Shaflack, that due to the subsequent funding issues throughout their relationship, through the lack of interest on Eric's side and things of the such, that Faye has decided to file these proceedings, and is claiming that throughout the emotional distress in the latter years, that she is claiming rights to a lot of his properties and such. And it appears to be mostly lawyer speak and lots of big words with subsequential bullet points. Where
does it say what?
6C, things like that.
Does it say what town these people are from?
It does not. Ooh, well, actually, that's the only thing, is that on the envelope itself, you see that the locations are within the town of Lumb, but it does not say anything within the writing of the pieces of paper.
So they're local. Okay.
And the letter was actually addressed to... Let me make sure I have it right. Oh no, I know I wrote it down.
You had this prepped?
No, well, I mean, I have everything prepped pretty much, but... No, just the one thing that I cannot remember for the life of me is the name of the other inn. I wrote that bit down. Scattered Feathers. The Scattered Feathers. That's what it is. Knew it'd come to
That's
me.
something we could do, is check out the other inn. Everyone hates that inn. Forgot about that. It's next to the Mage's Guild.
You do not know what the note is.
I don't care about the note. Here's why everyone hates this place.
Is there any other information I can glean from this?
Like what?
Is there any mention of what possessions or what amount of monetary wealth is being passed from Eric to Faye?
Oh boy. There is no. Not really the any exact dollar amounts, but it's claiming that she claims possession of the house, which she is keeping as her resident at this time. The things like their horse, and a 70% of their savings is all that's written.
All right. I'm gonna pack the letter away. I'm gonna go on a little excursion.
On an excursion you go. Alright.
On your own?
While you head off and do that, how are things going with Zash and now Jax? Is he...
Jax is trying to juggle 3 water orbs.
Alright.
Yeah, so Zash has kind of gotten the room that they're in a little singed, except the edge of the drapery over the bed, like the cloth or whatever. The edges of that are a little charred, and he's put it out pretty quickly. But he figures they're probably gonna owe a little bit for this room that he coincidentally got for free, so it's fine. But the puppies are all being very well behaved. He's basically going down each head in a row and teaching them how to multi-attack bite on a training dummy. He's kind of built up from pillows.
Okay.
And they're doing pretty well at that. So he's kind of just going down the list of things that he wants her to be able to do.
Well, it's only been a half an hour, remember? And it's going to be a couple of hours of training them to do this.
Yeah, but he's got to focus on attacks first.
Okay.
The base that kind of follow, stay next to me and then attack are kind of the most important things.
All right. Yeah. I'm walking into with the bit of singeing on the drapes and subsequent pillows and blankets around a little bit. They do seem very well behaved, and they're listening intently to everything that Zash says, and you begin to juggle the water orbs, which sort of scares them a little bit. A good bit, actually. But yeah, you keep to your location. Go ahead and make a, let's say, acrobatics check.
15.
All right. Yep. You are very good at juggling these water orbs.
Oh my god, Zash, look. It's my first time.
All right, Mira. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna try to hit one of them out of the air with something, but I don't want to waste magic on it.
It would scare your dogs.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to be cool, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, and boom, knock it out. But it'll be nice.
Shit done. All right.
So what'd you guys go do? Anything interesting?
Met up with Delilah. Guess she found something in town and has something important to do. But she gave us this unicorn horn, and if we blow it, she'll come. Someone will come. I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. Who has that, by the way? Is it me or Mira?
Probably you.
I think so.
Okay.
You hold on to more things, except unless it's loot or coins specifically.
True. So I pull it out and I show it to Zash.
Wow. I've only seen these in old display stores and shady armor shops.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty sweet.
Unicorns are really hard to kill, especially getting their horns off.
I didn't even know they were real until I got this. Mira thought I was an idiot. I don't know.
I mean, this is a fantasy world. Of course they're real.
Not everything in
That's
fantasy
too meta.
is real.
That's pretty meta.
No, I picture that they have like fiction novels of like real world stuff, like people in offices and things like that.
Okay.
But also, like, out of game, not every world has everything that you could imagine, you know what I mean?
But
We haven't bumped into a unicorn, so I don't know.
no matter how fantasy the world, though, they're gonna picture that as being real and normal.
I know, I was making a joke.
Okay. Just along, yeah, it's pretty meta though. All right. And when he pulls it out, it is quite a sight to see too. These are not common objects.
See,
At all, like
so
you
I
said,
might
yeah.
not have known they were real.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes, you may.
Dang it, dice.
Dang it, dice.
Well, that's a waste of a natural 20.
All right.
24.
This is something that Delilah has actually not necessarily attuned herself to, but through magical means has become attached to, which by blowing the horn, no matter where she is and on which plane, she will be able to know not only that the horn is being blown, but also the, let's say, emotion that led to it being blown. So if there's real terror, she'd be able to recognize that. If there's real fear, real happiness that someone wanted to share something with her, or real loneliness and they just were sad to have missed her, she will know the exact emotion that's being felt for the reason for blowing the horn. She won't know the reason, but she'll know what the emotion that caused it is. Do you
All right.
pass this information along?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a really powerful artifact. I know that unicorns are very sensitive creatures, so it's not surprising, but it's very strong.
Interesting.
Well, what now?
For when you guys are laying on the ground and I'm alone during battle.
I'm trying really hard to not make a joke about blowing a horn when you're lonely.
Like how he toots his own horn, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that. Trying
Let's
to
go with that.
Yeah. Family friendly, yay!
Yay.
All right. Mira, what path do you take?
I guess the path, I don't really know any other way to get to Scattered Feathers. I know it's near the guild, so I just
Yeah, so you
go
just
the
keep
shortest
on...
route, I guess.
Okay, no, technically that would still be the shortest route. So the same route that you've been going, okay.
Okay.
As you do that, and you pass by this humongous tree, which again, I've pointed out in either last week's episode or the week before. There's this one humongous tree which sort of overshadows all the rest in this town of Lumb. And as you walk by this giant tree, on the other side of it is the cart of the familiar Argonian that you met a couple days ago now.
I think it would have just been yesterday, wouldn't it?
No, because last night was the Cerberus puppy, and the night before that you met the Argonian.
Okay, 2 days ago.
Yes. So the Argonian that you met a couple days ago, he reaches, or he doesn't reach. He slowly comes into view as you're walking closer and sort of about to pass by the left-hand side of this tree. He's standing there, and he goes, "Ah, good to see you again.
Likewise.
Have you thought any more about buying or selling?"
Well, I was recently just relieved of most of my income, so unfortunately, probably not.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
Especially considering that the lot of you seem like you'd like more powerful items than are usually sold in this town.
It's a natural power?
Some. Of course, you know that I mainly sell potions, but I've gotten a few wares here and there. Speaking of other wares, have you gotten in touch with our mutual associate?
Yes, I did place an order.
Good, good. He is one of the most trustworthy I've worked with, if that is any compensation.
Sounds like a bit of a contradiction, but I'll take it.
Don't listen to how they say that there is no honor among thieves. Merely hearsay.
I might want to have a look at some of your items. I doubt that you have them on you, or if you do, that might be a questionable decision.
If they can be hidden well enough, I do keep them nearby. I don't trust them anywhere else, in fact. Besides, I'm staying at the inn, and I trust
Which
that
one?
even less. I am staying at the Scattered Feathers. It is cheapest.
I'm actually heading there now.
Well, like I said, the important stuff isn't in my room, so you won't have any luck with that. What business do you have there?
It's just early, and I'm bored. And I heard it was the shittier of the two inns, so it's probably going to be the more interesting.
Bored? How bored are you?
A moderate amount. I don't have things to do until later.
Tell you what, I cannot step away from my booth at this time. It is peak selling hours, but there are some ingredients that I've been needing to get my hands on. They shouldn't be more than a few steps out of town. Would you mind collecting some for me? You and your friends, because some of them you might need help with.
How far out of town are we talking, and are they not necessarily the most legal ingredients?
Well, if it grows on the forest floor, then in my opinion it should be legal. But not all think so, obviously. Luckily for you, none of these are such. I simply need some nirnroot and one other item, which might be a bit more difficult to get your hands on.
It was Nirnroot?
Nirnroot.
Okay, sorry, continue.
No worries. Let me just double check something here. Well, I hate to do this, but the other item might be a bit tough to get if you have too powerful of a conscience. I need 3 wings of sprites.
And if I help you, what do I get out of it?
Oh no, wait, sorry. I meant pixies. Sorry. Pixies, not sprites. I always get the two confused. A lot of these ingredients will be going to a particular potion I've been needing to make for someone else. But I should have 1 additional wing of a pixie, because I do mean the pair of them. So since I will be using 5 with this potion, I can make you quite a nice potion with the other pixie wing.
What kind?
Let me just double check.
And also, do you have any point of reference for the Nirnroot? I don't exactly know what it looks like.
It is often found on the edge of water. So if you follow along a shore, or a creek, or a riverside, you are sure to find it soon enough. That's one I could just not step out of.
Is it a particular color or a shape?
It is green, and you'll often be able to smell it upon approach. Okay, I'm not seeing it, so he says, a rather powerful healing potion. Simple enough, but yes, very powerful.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Good. Thank you very much for the the assistants.
And I do still want to see what you have in the way of items.
Well, as the DM, I just need to find that frickin' sheet. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find the potion table that I have somewhere. Okay, this one works. This one's way better. Okay. Well, this one, you get someone to take it, and they'll think that they're speaking plain common, but in reality, they're speaking gibberish. Not any known language. This one, the drinker restores all of their mana for that day. And DM talk, spell slots. But can only use one of them. Wait, what? Okay, this is weird, so I'm gonna say it differently. But has to use up a little bit of mana in order to be able to correctly consume the potion. It is potent stuff. This one, this dark green potion tastes cold, but it will transform you into an Argonian like myself. Permanently. This one, you grow a third eye on your forehead, and it makes it much easier for you to see things which most others don't see. This one, you can fly in the air for a few hours. This one is this red, blood red, with sort of fleshy looking chunks in it. Telegraphs your mood and thoughts to all other people within 30 feet for an hour. Or that of an unsuspecting victim, of course. Why? What would you have in mind?
None of them are really catching my eye.
What kind of things do catch your eye? Things to afflict others with? Things to help yourself out? After all, being an Argonian for life is quite nice, but also a good, we'll say, prank to pull on someone that might have a lot of pull being who they are. And then you add it with them speaking gibberish. No one will be, they won't be able to tell a soul that they are maybe, I don't know, the head of the guard or the Jarl of the Citadel. You need to think about these as more than just themselves. Think about them with what you can do with others.
I guess so.
But still, what is it you wish for?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Though the gibberish one does sound really interesting.
Yes.
How much is it?
That one. Tell you what. I like you. I will give it to you for 75 golds. Remember, and this I cannot stress enough, I said they'll speak gibberish. I did not say that that would end after a few hours, because it won't. They will
Then is it a
speak
one-use thing, or?
gibberish. So far as I've seen, it only takes one. They have to drink the entire vial. He holds up this vial. It's not gigantic. It's not like the Elder Potion flask, but it is, we'll say like a shot the size of. They have to drink up the entire vial, but I have not seen a single person who's drank this where the effects have worn off.
To the DM, would the contents fit in my Memento Mori ring?
No, it would not. Your Memento
Be
Mori
too
ring
much?
holds, like a drop of something. This, again, that's why as the DM I decide to say that very specifically, that they have to drink the entire vial, and it is the size of a shot glass. Your Memento Mori drinking holds a drop, though. You can ask the guy if he has something potent enough that only needs a drop of something to take effect.
Seems a bit too tedious. Is there anything you have that can be concealed in very small amounts?
Well, there is possibly no. Yes. There is possibly one. This. He holds up, and it seems to be like a condensed, like little pill almost. And it is small. He goes, this will make someone see only red, and I don't mean literally, but they will fight like a barbarian, as angry as a field giant, and just attack, no matter what.
And how much would this run me?
This one is 200.
I'll definitely have to think about it, considering I did deplete a lot of my funds.
Tell you what, if you wish, you could get this instead of the health potion after you help me.
I'll think about it, and I'll let you know once I bring back those ingredients. Would that be all right?
Yes, it would. I will be here, and I will be waiting.
Fantastic. I will see you later, and I'm gonna keep going on to the scattered feathers.
Scattered feathers.
Yeah.
All right. While you head there, how are things going back in the room?
So I was like, I assume all this stuff is happening simultaneously, so it's not like we were just sitting here for, 20 minutes or whatever while she was at the shop. But yeah, I would ask Jax if he wants to go check out that inn. I was gonna take the girls out for a walk. I thought we might want to go see that junky old inn.
The one that everyone keeps hating on.
Yeah, I imagine they allow pets. That sounds like they don't care. So, seems like the one place we're safe going.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Okay. So he wants to kind of use this as an opportunity to make sure that that Fury will stick with them and obey.
Okay. To let you know though, it's about 7. It's about 8 now, but that's still only been about an hour. of training a puppy. Go ahead and give me one more
We have a spiritual connection.
Yeah, with the puppy. Good luck.
With a puppy with 3 heads, so it's 3 times as smart as a regular puppy.
That's 3 times the trouble, dude.
Yeah, not quite the stats.
20.
20? Okay. You
I have good
try,
animal
it
handling,
does
okay?
seem like Cerberus, like the Fury is following along. You just let him out though, without a leash and stuff.
Her.
Sorry.
I don't own a leash, so I guess. Because I don't want to like use a rope or anything. That seems mean.
Why?
We're building trust.
Okay.
I mean, like, there's nothing to actually put it around the neck or anything. It would just literally be like making a noose around 3 heads of a dog.
Okay.
You could loop it around so it's more of a harness rather than
That's what I was thinking.
a leash.
around
I'm not
the
here. I'm not here.
Arms, but do me a favor. Go ahead and roll a d20 for Fury.
It's 12 if it's unadjusted.
Okay. So straight up 12. Okay. Okay. So you guys walk to the inn?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys, slowly make your way down. As you are walking down the street, too, you see Mira there by the tree still. And, she has not... she's... appears to be talking to a figure. You can't really tell as you approach. She turns her back away toward, and starts to continue down the road. And you look to around the corner of the tree to see who she was talking to, but you see the Argonian male there, but he's back at his cart and seems to be working with an alright, well, currently talking to a person, so you're not really sure what to make of it, but you continue and meet up with her.
What you doing?
Oh. I'm, checking out on some stuff, and actually, I'm going to talk to you later.
Me?
Yes.
Alone?
Mhm.
Weird. Alright.
I wink and move on.
Now, as you guys
I
are
feel
walking,
uncomfortable.
As weird as possible. It's great.
as you guys are walking there, and walking past this little fence here, jumping across the top of it appears to be a little squirrel. All of a sudden, you guys watch
No.
as Fury starts chasing after it. He jumps up onto this little platform, this building here, and jumps along to the other side, and is now... Actually, we should really have a little mini figure for a Cerberus puppy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that existed.
I looked a little bit, did not find much, but let's do something for now still. Let's just do a regular dog.
That works.
We'll say this. That's actually pretty fitting, considering it's a fire dog. So...
She's so tiny.
goes jumping up. And is now currently there as the squirrel quickly scurries up along the side. Fury's there barking up against the wall, drawing a good bit of attention from walkers down the street, including, but not limited to, 2 guards who are beginning to walk this way. Stay. And you guys notice that 2 that also a couple of guards start to come out of the building itself.
Sweet.
What would Zash like to do? Hello?
Yeah. Zash will. I didn't teach her call, so I can't like get her back or anything.
You have a magical
Zash will
dog.
try to coax Fury back to him. It's entirely up to her, but he'll try. Just can you get back over here, please? I can't bring you out here if you're gonna be all over the place.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for Fury again for me.
Which building are they coming out of?
This building here.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
2.
Oh.
-2, 0.
Oh.
-2.
Yep, intelligence.
Isn't it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh, poor baby.
Fury. Do me a favor, roll a d20 again. Or no, wait. No, this doesn't need it. Okay, Fury's just gonna unleash fire breath with its middle head upward toward the toward the squirrel, which needs to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
It makes 7. It is a quick squirrel, but not quick enough.
Okay, but I guess I can't do it as a reaction. I was gonna have Zash like stop it, but it's just an action. I can't do it and react. Never mind.
Correct. 66, so I'm just gonna roll this.
Oh my god.
7. It is a squirrel. It has like 1 hit point. So that is definitely enough. this dog, this puppy, just unleashes this fire cone upward as you guys watch the horror on the guards' faces as they're watching this cone of fire come out of the mouth of this little innocent looking puppy until they notice, oh my god, it has 3 heads too. This cone of fire goes up and you guys watch as it just slowly dies down the fire, and then this charred remains of what was once a squirrel drops down, falls onto the little concrete ledge right in front of Cerberus. The middle dog just begins to attack it a little bit and appears to be eating it, and the one to the left is smiling and looking right at the guards, panting very happily. And the other one is trying to get his head in a little bit, but is a little bit overpowered by the middle head. Yeah.
Zash just looks at the guards and goes, "Well, rodents, am I right?"
Make a persuasion check? I'll say that's persuasion.
You brought the magic dog into a town that hates magic.
I forgot that part, okay? 6.
What the hell is that beast? One of the guards says, terrified, his heart visibly racing, his arm with the shield up at the ready to the small little innocent little doggy, and the other one now holding the sword more so toward you.
This is my dog. Don't touch it.
That's no dog.
I think I know what a dog looks like. And he lights his hair on fire. He's like, see? It's like me. But in dog form. Calm down.
Stop right there! You're being detained based on the city of Lumb.
Shit.
I'm gonna keep walking, walking,
You keep on walking, you're still walking, the other guards are starting to hear this. I'm gonna
Like,
say
nope.
roll initiative.
Even me?
If you wish. You don't have to.
If it gets me away faster, then yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative then.
I rolled a
14.
1, so...
We weren't getting out of this fight, so I just figured.
What about Jax?
Jax would rather not fight the guards, but he also doesn't want to walk away.
Well,
so I
you
don't
need
really know
initiative
what to do
to
in this
say something to try and calm them down. Rolling initiative doesn't just mean that you're fighting. Rolling initiative means that you're taking the initiative to do something, which could mean easing the tension in a situation. So 14 for
Okay.
Zach.
16.
16 for Jax.
I rolled a 3 total.
Oh, 3 total? Gotcha. I still wrote down 1. It's probably going to be the lowest, but if it's not, I'll change it.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 plus 2.
Let's make sure. I'm going to keep up that page with a little Cerberus stats. I love that. Cerberus stats.
I have them too. I don't know if I'm allowed to control my own dog, but I have them too.
Yeah. You are,
Okay.
but I need to see with his intelligence what he would do in those things. Because he's still quite a bit unruly. It's not like you're just going to be able to go like, Cerberus, I choose you! And make him, like, actually do the exact attacks that you want. Especially after 1 hour of training.
I mean, there's a gym in this town, right? I'll just go get the badge.
Here we go. Okay. With 5 plus 0. Good to know. That's all they need to look up. Which means that it starts with Jax.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna swing at anybody or anything. I'm gonna attempt to calm people down.
How do you plan on doing that?
I'm just gonna say, stop. It's just a little puppy. Flames on his head. He can't help. It's part of his, I don't know, race, ancestry, however I would say it.
Make a persuasion check. You're just saying stop.
You don't understand.
Yeah. I with that, I hate to say it, I'm gonna say with disadvantage.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
You're supposed
okay.
to be the
Rolled the
diplomat.
same thing. 19 total.
With disadvantage.
I rolled 2 14s and I have +5 to persuasion.
Holy
so.
shit, well done! Alright. What? That thing is straight from hell itself, and this guy, his head is on fire! And you're a... What are we supposed to do? Just look away? It is our job to protect the citizens in this town. And right now, you all look quite a bit like threats.
I can't reply, right?
I'm gonna say no, but it's right to Zash.
No one else has considered us a threat, so I don't see what you're protecting right now.
Well, we don't want any of our citizens being scorched.
And I can't do both. Did Fury create any kind of like fire or anything around the squirrel? Like, is the bush near her on fire or anything?
She created the cone of fire, and it went like straight up vertically, sort of in like a spiral up tornado kind of thing. And it caught the squirrel on the side, and once it dissipated, nothing else seemed to have caught on fire.
Okay, so there's nothing currently on fire.
No. Just the charred remains of the squirrel, which fell down to the little stone wall.
Okay, so Zash will extinguish his own head and say, the whole thing about having control over fire is I can also control when it's not on fire. And I can put out fires. So you might be thanking me someday in the future if you keep me around.
Alright, let's see your persuasion as well, just to see.
That's pretty good. 22.
Okay. So at this point, this guy comes up. What's going on here? What's happening? This guy goes, oh no! And then this guy comes up. And...
Don't you guys have anything better to do?
My question is, how do we know that we can trust you, magic wielder? That's what that guy says with his... You can respond with reaction. If you wish.
We've stayed in your nicest inn. We've purchased things from your shops.
You didn't buy a room.
Shh.
I know. She doesn't know that. But I just love that. You also singed up that room that you didn't buy.
This is an A and B conversation. DM your way out. We are just passing travelers just like anyone else. The fact that we can use magic has no bearing on our visitation rights.
Gosh darn it.
Well then see that you pass your way out of here soon enough. I want this dog, if you can call it that, out of town as soon as noon. Understood?
Gladly. I don't want to be anywhere I'm not welcome. Any whistles to Fury to come back?
Let's see, an intelligence check. You can roll it.
2.
-2.
That is the second intelligence roll that was a 2.
Yup. He continues to bark. And let's...
The puppy's new, okay? Get off my back.
As you say this...
I got her here, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, no, Cerberus just continues to run and jump at the wall, trying to climb up, but realizing that it can't, you would think most animals would instinctually give up. No, this Cerberus continues to try and run up this wall.
How tall is the fence?
The fence itself is about, like, chest height a little bit,
Okay.
and the wall is 2 stories.
Okay. Are we still doing initiative or, like, going in initiative order?
Seems like that's about settled.
Okay. So we can just walk over and grab Cerberus.
Yeah.
I would recommend proceeding calmly and
I like this is called Molten Corgi. That's adorable.
I know.
Yeah, Zash just scruffs her
Let's
and
just
pulls
make
her
that
away.
permanently Cerberus pup Fury.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
Am I at the inn by now?
Yes, you are.
Cool. I'm just gonna take a look around and see who I see.
Alright, walking through the door. It is quite a bit more run down. It's quite a bit darker. Where the other inn had mostly like wood furnishings on the bottom floor, and then marble, of course, in the rooms. You haven't seen the rooms yet, but inside it's like a sort of an already like, you know what it looks like? It looks like Zerk wood a good bit, and you recognize this. It looks like it maybe just driftwood building or underground mossy kind of wood that does not let out like very elegant textures or anything, but it's an inn. It has a very similar layout to the other one. However, the area to your right is open, and there appears to be another sitting area there too. So sitting areas on the left and right. There are straight stairs. I haven't had that much, I swear. The Seagrams might be hitting hard, but no. There are straight stairs leading up behind the desk, whereas the other one, they were like curved and elegant staircase. These are just stairs, one up against the wall that hugs the little study off to the left. And that's the only staircase from the first to the second floor that you guys see. But again, in front of you is another desk, and behind you is another bulletin board, and it looks very similar, but also has its differences. And the person behind the counter is sort of an older gentleman with long, patchy, like missing patchy hair that looks very oily. Still like dark, almost black, not gray, but the wrinkles in his face really give away his age.
Can I glance around the sitting rooms and see if I recognize anybody?
Make a perception check. And it's at this time that you guys slowly make your way into.
9.
Don't recognize anyone. There's only like one person sitting in the room off to your right, and they look pretty new.
Can I go up to the guy at the counter?
Yes.
Hello. I'm looking for a Mr. or Mrs. Shaflack.
Ah, Mr. Shaflack. Let me take a look. What business do you have with Mr. Shaflack?
A courier dropped a letter that was left for them, and I couldn't stop him fast enough before he ran off, and I couldn't catch him. So I just followed the address, and I wanted to give it to him personally.
How kind. Yes. Here we are. Here's just up the stairs there, room 13.
Fantastic. And I'm also looking for another friend of mine.
You have a lot of friends, yes?
Well, it helps. It's a Sarlacc Presbyterian.
Good job, yep.
Notes help me so much.
What about this scary fellow?
Oh, I just I wanted to return a book I was borrowing.
And you can leave it here.
Well, it has personal writings on the inside, and I didn't want to leave it with anyone. Just wanted to know if...
Well, then you can go and visit him out on the street there down the road.
Can I, While he's talking with me, can I look down and take a look at the ledger and see if I can see his name on there?
Yeah, go
With
make
a
a
room?
stealth check. Stealth check, we'll say. Just keep your line of sight from changing, from being
It's a little
unnoticed.
better. 15.
Okay. As you lean in, trying to look him in the eye, which is really difficult. You don't want to get too close because you feel like this person has a stench on them. That comes with the oiliness of the hair. And you lean in to get close, talking, is starting to whisper almost about how important this book really is and how you can't go visit Sarlacc while he's at work, but if you were to just place it where you know he'll get it, and know for a fact that it'll make his way to him, then that will be okay. And you slowly diverge your eyes down to look at the ledger as he slams it shut. What are you doing?
I'm talking to you. There's not much else I can do at this point in time.
I suggest you make your way and leave.
Well, I need to speak with Mr. Sheflack first, so I will do that. Thank you. I'm going.
You guys trail up behind her like it's sort of a cue for a line. And he takes it as such and he goes, "Yes, how may I help you too?" And, oh, hello there. I had one of those. Looks like a
What,
nice
but-
puppy.
You had a dog, or the
Yes.
3 heads and everything?
Well, this and that.
Good talk. We're with her. And he walks off.
Jax just asks why everybody seems to dislike this inn and around town.
I don't know. My prices are far better than they have at that stupid Sleeping Hollow, and, well, if I'm telling the truth, I'm almost certain they have a rat problem there. But I tried my best to keep up the accommodations here, but people don't like this place as much. So I don't like the people as much. He spits.
It doesn't have anything to do with magic.
What about magic?
I've noticed that people in this town seem to hate it, and they hate your inn, so...
Very astute. If only, well, we were sort of the most popular residences for the mages across the way. Back in the town's heyday, but not now.
Makes sense.
Especially after the incident.
We haven't heard
Ridiculous.
exactly what the incident was yet, right?
Correct.
Yeah, ask him about the incident. What exactly happened?
Oh, you don't know?
I do not. We're relatively new in town.
That guy's apprentice, that Grendel fella. Oh, that boy. Grendel had taken on his newest apprentice, and Grendel only ever chose the most aspiring, the most worthy of all apprentices, but this one had power. No one else in the town had seen. No one else in the world had seen the like of, but he did not know how to use it. Grendel took it upon himself to try to teach him. There were many nights where I saw the two coming in at late hours. Maybe Grendel would go upstairs, and then there was just yelling, bickering like father and son. Angry. Such anger in that boy. We knew that it would grow. We knew that power would be too much. It cost the lives of many people in this town. And fire spread. Death spread. And he was gone. Grendel has not been the same since.
Did the town people attempt to kill him before his power grew too strong?
No, it happened in the middle of the night one day. The town people were none the wiser until it was too late. And besides, even if they had tried to kill him, there was nothing this lot could have done. The mages themselves tried to handle it, but could barely even get a hold on the situation.
You see.
Not even Grendel could.
Well, thank you for your information. And I follow Zash.
Yes. Oh. By the way, as you begin to head up the stairs, if you haven't heard about this story, then you probably don't know. But his name is just as quickly to get you thrown out of this town as the magic that you see people hating does. His name was Kovric. Don't speak it here.
Yes, he who shall not be named. Got it.
Kovrik, by the way.
Okay. It's close.
So, Mira, you head up the stairs, you find room 13. I said 13, right?
Something along those lines.
13 or 14 or 15, one of those three.
Yep.
You find that room. You knock on him, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I'll knock on the door.
Just a minute. Hello.
Are you Mr. Shafak?
Yes, I am. What may I do for you?
Hi.
Hi.
And I take out the letter. I found this on the road. I tried to flag down the messenger that dropped it, but I think it's yours.
You watch as just like this, he goes wide-eyed at the sight of this letter. And he looks rather speechless, and he looks visibly, not just distraught, but weakened by seeing this letter. He goes, "Oh my god. She's actually doing it. Oh god. What's happened to my life?
Do you
Oh
need
my
to
God.
take a seat? Oh dear.
Oh god!" He goes down on his knees and begins sobbing into his hands.
I get down on his level and just kind of rub his back.
Why would she
There.
do this? It's all her fault anyway. Oh my god.
What'd she do?
Well, she kept on saying, of course, that we weren't spending enough time together and things of the like, so I tried spending more time with her, but she never wanted to be around me, and she was always going on so-called work trips, and I never really believed her in the first place, but I mean, maybe I became distant because of that, but I can't believe it. I tried to work for it. She never did. And now, her and her attorney, just the other day, oh my god. Thank you for giving me the letter.
It was the right thing to do.
Yep. Alright, I'm sorry you saw me like this. Have a nice day. Closes the door. He sort of nudged you out the entirety of that, realizing they just broke down in front of a stranger.
Can I look around the floor and see if there's anything worthwhile?
Make a perception check.
I also want to see if there are any, like, maybe knock on a few doors and see if anyone has answers. 13. Perception.
13. You find a gold piece on the floor. Someone must have dropped it. Yeah. You go up to some of the doors, you knock on them, most of them don't get a response.
Okay, perfect. The first one that does not get a response, I would like to pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Would this be thief
Zash
rules?
and Jax are behind you still.
Yeah.
They came up.
Shit!
The stairs.
I was gonna say, we're not that far behind.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They witnessed a good bit of the breaking down.
I will not do that then. I will not. Scratch the knocking on the doors. I look back at them. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was hilarious.
I know, right?
Where'd you get his divorce papers?
I found them on the ground.
She filed them. No. I thought that you were gonna say something along that lines as a joke. Like, I filed them. Like.
It was as I told him. I found them on the ground.
I guess I can't really say anything. There was that, like,
She deceived
15
you, yeah.
minutes that we weren't with her, so
She also deceived you earlier.
true.
Well, Zash, I need you for a moment.
I guess
It'll take
I'll,
more than a moment with me, if you know what I mean.
guess I'll
Hey,
leave you to do it.
Oh, you're an asshole. Come with me.
Jax walks away also, like, back downstairs.
Jax walks back downstairs.
Okay, I go to the end of the hall. I would like to cash in one of my favors.
And Zash immediately uses disguised self to turn himself more into like a traditional genie look.
Oh gosh darn it!
Says,
D&D
Your wish is
men
my
are
command.
terrifying. Please don't do that.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend.
not that kind of genie.
Okay.
That's what I thought of at first, but you said I can't make jokes like that. So
When?
when I talked about this being a fantasy world, in character,
Just don't get meta with it.
Yeah, just not
that's
that.
pretty meta.
I just meant that it's obviously their world and they would not see it as being fantasy because it's their norm.
Does Aladdin exist in this world?
Genies do. So there probably is Aladdin because there is sort of more so Arabian areas and genies exist.
I just can't win. Fine, I turn into Robert Williams as the genie.
No.
There.
No.
Alright.
I just said. Okay.
Since you're getting kicked out anyway because you were really loud,
You didn't.
I need you to go in. Oh, darn it. I need you to go into the woods with me and find some items. No questions asked. And you cannot tell Jax.
What are we supposed to tell him? He goes with us everywhere. He's more of a puppy than the actual puppy.
Say... Oh, God, what do I say? I'm pretty sure he'll believe any story we tell him.
Wow.
Harsh, but you're not wrong.
This requires a bit of morally gray, it's morally gray, and he'd probably ruin it.
Well, I'm as morally gray as my skin, so you got me.
Alright. Follow me.
You guys start heading downstairs, and you pass Jax, who was waiting down at the bottom of the steps in the front room. Sort of talking a little bit more once again with the, we'll say, innkeep. He looks at you.
We going somewhere?
Yeah, we're going out in the forest for a little bit.
Wait, out of game, I thought I wasn't going to the forest.
You're not. I'm taking Zash with me.
Well then.
We need some alone time, if you know what I mean. So
Whatever.
just, you wanna hang out here? Maybe take care of the puppy. She probably shouldn't be in a forest right now.
Sure. Take the puppy.
I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something too.
No, that's okay. Alright. So you two head out. You guys are going on Mira's list?
Yep. Once we get to the forest, I'll tell him what we need.
Okay. And what were you going to say, Brandon?
Jax takes a look at the billboard at this inn.
Okay.
See if there's anything that catches his eye.
You see the same poster about 500 gold for defeating the Minotaur. You see another one about an ogre that is also affecting a much smaller village. And you see another poster that's sort of it's very fancy writing, very, we'll say, effeminate writing. They're offering their entire life savings to anyone who can help them solve a murder.
Ooh.
Fun.
And
I take all 3 of the flyers.
Okay. By the way, I think I said ogre. I meant Cyclops. My bad.
Okay.
Minotaur, Cyclops, murder. Alright. So you guys are out, and the moment you guys step out of the area, the woods look very vast still, and still, overshadowing. Even though you've just passed the largest tree in the town, all these trees overshadow you incredibly so. But you guys begin to head out into the woods. You finally come upon the river.
Okay, so we need to find Nernroot, which is green and should be found along the river. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Just grab as much as we can. I don't quite know how much we need. The next one is a bit harder. Kind of tricky. We need 3 sets of pixie wings.
What's so hard about that? You just kill them and take the wings.
Yeah, finding them is the hard part.
Don't you still have some of that pixie dust?
Jax has that. And it doesn't really attract pixies, more as it lets you fly until it wears off.
I thought there was something when we first got it that, like, if like a pixie found us with it, it would be like mad or whatever.
Well, I don't want the pixies mad at me.
I don't think so.
And we have to kill them.
Well, I would
Okay.
kind of want to do it stealthily.
Okay, just stealthily pluck the wings off a flying creature. See how that works.
I mean, take them down stealthily. Or at least at the beginning, catch them off guard if we can.
You're the boss.
First things first, let's get that root, just so we don't forget later.
We do that.
Yeah, we go hunting for some roots.
Alright.
And would my nature book have any, like, list this root in it? Could I flip through the table of contents and see if I find it?
Nern root?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You find it, and there's a picture of Nern root itself. Again,
What is it
very
mainly
long
used
stalks. Mainly used in... it's a very, very magical, very powerful element that is sort of difficult to come by a bit. But it does say in your book how in sort of this area of the continent, well, in the world of Valkyrie, it is rather popular. But it can be used from things such as very potent poisons to very, very powerful healing spells. I mean, it's multi-useful.
Cool.
Zesh takes some extra for himself, too.
Oh, as do I.
What?
When we're
We both take extra.
hunting for it, we're gonna try and get
Fine.
more than enough
Gotcha.
to have.
Because, yeah, you guys
Some
haven't
for
come
both
up
of
to
us.
it yet. She saw it in the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You guys are following along then the water side?
Yep.
The river side? I want you both to make perception checks.
Oh gosh, darn it! Come on. 20 total. 19 plus 1. Finally.
No, 19.
I'm rolling
Also
decent
20.
ish.
Also
So
20.
fun.
17 plus 3.
17 plus 3. Wow. Alright, so as you guys are walking, stepping on this sort of muddy, sort of branchy path, it catches your eye like a glimmer in what you thought you saw. It appears to be something invisible.
I take a look at it, but don't touch it.
As you move in closer to inspect it, it starts to dart across away from you.
Can I see? Yeah, why not? Can I see if I can try and hit it with a drow crossbow bolt?
Yeah, with definite disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. 9.
Nope. You notice it's flying, you take up... It sticks into a tree.
Can I see it where it had landed?
Where what had landed?
Where it was before it flew away?
Yeah, as you walk up to it, it just appears to be another part in the forest, sort of by a tree, but it appears as though this was a creature. It's really tiny, too, I should say that. Really tiny.
I don't want to use this. I forget that's not a cantrip.
Did we come across any of the route while we were looking?
You haven't seen any yet. You're still walking along the riverside. And then that caught your attention. You shot at it. At a tree that was like 2 trees into the forest from the riverside.
Hmm.
So that's it. Do you guys want
Let's keep looking.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd say now even taking chase would sort of be pointless, because...
Yeah. It's fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys continue to walk and look, and... perception checks again.
12.
17.
17. As you guys walk, Mira notices this strong odor that sort of smells like rotten chicken. Just like a wall. Just fill up your nose. And you begin to cough horribly. Slowly, Zash is able to notice it too. And you guys continue to walk where the scent seems to get stronger. And there you do see the exact pictured plant that you had looked up. Nernroot.
How much of it do we see?
You see 1 stalk of Nernroot.
I will take that.
Alright. Do you guys continue to search for more things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
How
guys
about one of
continue
us
to-
searches for pixies and one of us searches for more roots?
Do you guys continue to follow along the river too? And if so, who?
Whenever it would be along the river.
Yeah. And one of us would probably have to look through the tree line for pixies.
Maybe I should look for the roots since you want to take out the pixies all stealthy like. And that's not my strong suit.
Alright.
So I'll go along the river.
Alright, what way does Mira go?
I don't want to be too far from Zash, so I guess I'll just go up to where the tree line is and maybe go 1 tree in. How far away would that take me from the riverbed?
Oh, not very far at all. 1 tree in?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like 10 feet.
Okay, I'll move 20 feet more into the forest to take a look, just so I know that Zash can get to me if I need him.
In what direction? If Zash and you were walking along the riverbed and heading straight, what direction do you move?
I'll keep heading straight along the riverbed as well, but I'll just be
On what
30
side?
feet away from him.
Yes, on which side?
Um,
Left or right?
What side are we on of the river?
You guys headed from the city, you passed through a forest, and you came to a river, which means that you guys were walking down the riverbed, heading, I believe that's south, yeah. You guys were heading south, so the town of Lumb is on your right, and further into the forest event is on your left.
I want to go to where I'm 30 feet away from him, parallel, but move at the same pace forward.
On the left or right side?
If the forest is on the left, then the left.
The forest is on your left and right.
I just want to be on the same side of the river as Ash.
Zash is like in the... He hasn't crossed the river.
Yeah, I
So,
want to be on that same side.
Okay, okay. Both of you make perception checks then as you continue down.
19 total.
19. Wow.
14.
14. Alright. Zash does not see any Nernroot. Mira notices a large amount of birds up ahead, and a bird that was on the forest floor that got startled and moved up and flew into a... You noticed the bird before it got startled. It flew up into the trees, but you're not seeing any pixies.
You want to keep looking?
Maybe we should go to the other side of the river. I don't
Alright,
imagine they stay this close to town.
probably. All right, we'll go to the other side of the river.
Okay. And do what?
I guess keep looking.
Yeah, keep going the same direction,
Same
just on the other
direction?
side of the river.
Same.
Yeah. Would I know anything that would attract pixies?
Make an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
On my notes.
I'll do it too. 21.
13.
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
With a 21?
Well, first off, I don't think pixies really are attracted to anything as much.
Mm.
But also, if you guys were having a conversation about this, and then Mira asked if you had any knowledge of it, then I'd have you roll, but I don't know if you'd be rolling right now. But even then, I don't think pixies would have anything like that.
Nope. Let's just keep looking.
All right.
You guys continue on down the same path. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, this is not as good. 4.
17.
Still don't find any Nirnroot. The smell, you guys, it smells like forest too much right now. And you have no hint of pixies around you whatsoever. It's been quite a while now since you guys have seen that invisible one.
Mm.
Maybe we're going the wrong way.
Well, we might not find any more roots. So we both try looking for pixies and go deeper into the forest.
I'm at your beck and call.
Alrighty. We will go deeper into the forest and look for pixies.
More so a hunt.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make survival checks now.
11.
18.
18. You don't know if it's your natural connection to Fae based on your being from another plane, like they are, but you're getting the idea that you would know, like, you sense that you see a little bit of light and you feel like you would know as to whether or not that is a pixie, and it seems to be a very, very distant pixie.
How far away?
About 130 feet.
Okay. So if I get within 60 feet of it, does it go away?
Why would it?
I don't know. I'm just basically saying that I get within 60 feet of it.
Okay, you move to, well, do you have 70 feet of movement?
Are we in combat?
Technically, no. But it would still be
Okay.
one movement still to try and move.
I also want to
close
try
then
and get
see if
closer
it's
as well.
you. So we're still going to say that you can move 60 feet per turn. We have not rolled.
Well, I mean, I can move 30 feet per turn, but if it's
Oh, dash.
I'll-
Unless
whatever
you-
it takes to get 60 feet is what I'm doing.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you inform me of this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move my full movement as well, which if I... We're not in combat, so I don't know if I can move 90 feet, but I want to get to at least 30 feet. But I want to stealth, if that makes sense.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth roll, the two of you.
Oh, I'm scared of all my dice.
I'll try this one. Oh my god. 6.
22.
Okay. Slowly, Zash gets ready, puts out his head, slowly creeps along, walking very steadily, avoiding every single twig. And then Mira, ow! Trips and falls on the forest floor. And yeah, this what appeared to be a pixie as you guys got closer and are now about 75 feet out when it happens, starts to scurry off in the opposite direction.
I call out, wait!
Well, let's see. Nope. What language do you call that out in? Just to be sure.
I'm gonna try Elvish.
Elvish.
Because I'm thinking of a Fae.
You call out wait and nothing happens.
Oh gosh darn it.
I don't remember where I speak. Or how to find the languages. There we go. Common and primordial. Yep, no, alright.
Which one do you do?
I mean, I was planning on just not, because
Okay.
I doubt it's either of those.
Okay. It continues to scurry off, but it goes into sort of, it seems like it sort of heads into the same direction that you guys saw that other blur head into the direction of. It seems like that. It's difficult to tell. You guys have been walking a good bit south from there.
Can we try and stealth toward where it went?
You can try.
Can you
Can
actually
you?
stealth to where it went?
Shut up. I've been having a day.
Alright, lead the way.
Oh, this is
Carefully.
actually good. 21 stealth.
Wow.
Knew that was gonna happen. 10.
Okay.
I'm walking ahead.
You guys slowly walk up, and as you approach to where that you saw that pixie dart off to, you see it as it forms up with a group of other pixies. I want to say there are 10 of them, and they're about 90 feet off now as you guys approach. Do you guys continue to move in stealth?
Out of character from a, just standpoint, I have the assassinate feat, or just as a rogue, I have assassinate, which means that I have attack advantage against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet.
Yep.
Would that negate the disadvantage I have from being 90 feet away?
Oh, yes.
So it would just be a straight roll?
Be a straight roll if you were to attack from that distance.
And would that creature, if I hit one of them, would it count as they being
Although to be fair,
surprised?
what's your normal thing without disadvantage range on a crossbow? It's 60 feet, right?
No, it's 30 to 120.
Gotcha.
So I have to get it within 30 feet.
All right. Yeah, it'd be a straight up roll.
All right. And would any of them be considered surprised if I hit them?
Yeah, I'd say that that's a sneak attack round.
I just want to know
it'd be around a sneak
because
attack,
it
but
says
I'm not
any
sure if
successful
it's-
hit against a creature that is surprised is a crit.
No, I would not say surprise because of the fact that the other fairy met up with them and is talking to them.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Do you aim for that?
Then
fairy? Pixie?
Which one looks like the easiest to hit? I'm just gonna try and hit that one.
Probably the one that's nearest you guys, because he came from the same direction. He stopped short of the circle of other, more so spherical shape of the, we'll say, meeting area of the other ones.
Okay. Yeah. Look at Zash. Should I try and hit one of them?
If you think you won't miss, we only have one shot at this to attack him.
We should probably... What's the furthest away that you can be to attack?
Depends on what I use. 120 feet, 60 feet, somewhere in there.
Do you have anything that can hit multiple targets?
I mean, I've got my thunder. It's pretty powerful. 10-foot range.
We need at least 3 of them.
I can't promise that won't scorch the wings, though. I don't know if it would, like, if there's a check I could do for this, or if it would even be possible. Like, would it be like a strength test to like rip the wings off, or would that come off pretty easily?
This would be your intelligence from earlier about what you know about pixies.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty easy to rip off. Like, it'd be like ripping off the fin of a fish.
Okay.
So you sort of like would probably just tear through it.
Okay. I have an idea.
Alright.
So, I have a spell I've been itching to use. It's do spells actually have names? Like, is it like a robot move? We have to like robot punch and like throw out the fist, or is that all character?
The spells actually do have names.
Okay. It's called Unseen Servant. I can create an invisible little thing that can just do stuff for me. It's not very strong, but I think it would be able to pull the wings off without them even noticing, at least for the first set. If you think that'll work. They literally won't see it coming.
Alright. We can try it, but I do want to be able to try and get a shot in, if I can, to help you out.
Well, we can time it.
Alright, let's
If
give
we
it a
get it
shot.
within 60 feet, I can get one of those guys up behind the pixie. 3, 2, 1, rip and shoot.
Alright, and... Well, it depends on how stealthy we are. Or, we can go a more direct approach. Both of us are pretty smooth talkers.
Remember the last time Pixies got a hold of us?
Hmm.
What would you guys like to do?
I mean, we're not going to be able to convince them to let us have their wings.
Yeah, I mean...
So,
Yeah. Alright, let's try and hit him.
alright, so he creates an unseen servant. Oh, wait, we have to be within 60 feet, right?
Yeah, we have to get closer.
Okay. So we get within 60 feet,
Okay.
hide behind a tree or
Move
something.
for 30 feet.
I want to try and get within 30 feet, if I can.
Well,
Hmm.
I will... Not really sure what to do with this one, because... Like, the reason why I stopped you guys 90 feet out was because, Mira, you were like, okay, hold up. Because Zash was making a bit of noise when you guys were trying to stealth with the last check. So I'll let you guys decide. You guys want to move forward with that same stealth, do you guys want to move forward and straight up attack as a sneak attack round, which would be the way that they went, or would you guys try? No, I don't think you guys can re-roll stealth again. I don't think it'd be a new stealth roll. So do you guys make it moving forward with the same stealth, or do you guys make it moving forward as part of the movement for the attack phase action?
I think our best bet would probably be to do it through the attack phase action.
Yeah.
Because at least we have a
Because
shot.
we're 90 feet away, I can get 30 feet with my movement and then still do an action.
And I can get within 30 feet to be able to have an attack without disadvantage. So it'd be with advantage instead of advantage negated by my advantage.
How can you get within 30 feet?
I can use my bonus action to dash
But
and use my
then-
movement.
you can use your bonus action to dash. That's right. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because rogues are
Yep. Nice.
quick little buggers.
All right. So you move up an additional 30 feet.
Uh,
And Zash, you stop there and you cast Unseen Servant on them? By them?
Yeah, it's just, it creates the force in range, so I put it at the edge of that 60-foot range.
Alright. The very edge right there next to them. There's an Unseen Servant. As you guys
And
quickly
it's
run up,
huge.
they, yeah. And us. What a triangle. They notice you guys as you quickly, dart through the forest and are no longer, subtle about your movement. But then they quickly become preoccupied as this magical being comes into existence right by them.
but
I
it's
can't see it, though.
unseen.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking...
Invisible, shapeless force. Yeah.
Okay. So they are just, sort of overwhelmed by your presence, and now we do a bunch of initiatives.
Well, would this be a surprise round, though?
That was your surprise round.
I would have wanted to get within...
Oh, yeah, you moved...
Yeah, we can
30
still
feet
attack
and
with
shoot.
the movements.
Wasn't that your action to cast Unseen Servant for Zash?
It's unclear if it can do things once it's cast. Because, I mean, the casting time is just one action to create it, so it should be able to do a thing once it's created.
Possibly.
You said once on each of your turns as a bonus action, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object.
As a bonus
So that's
action.
a bonus action.
Yes. So you still have your bonus action, I believe.
Yeah. So I would, if it's not right up on a pixie, I would move it right up on a pixie and plop the wings off.
Okay.
They basically just fall to the ground, but still.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
Unseen Servant can hold things, though.
While he's doing that, was
Yes,
Meredith-
I guess it can. You said it can perform tasks that a human servant can do, like serving foods. You would have to be able to hold stuff. Yeah.
What is it that Mira
Yeah, it
would
just
like to do?
grabs the wings and holds them.
Nice. Rachel?
Yes. Sorry, there's noise in the background.
What are you doing, though?
I'm going to get up. I'm going to move 60 feet, so I'm within 30 feet of them, and I'm going to shoot one with my crossbow, with a drow dart.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
And this would be with this.
With what?
Sorry, this would be with advantage because I have not.
It's
They
no
haven't taken a
surprise that
turn
you
in front of
don't
me.
have disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, but it does not count as them being surprised. It just counts as a surprise round. Is that correct?
Correct. It is a surprise round, but they are not. What was the exact word? I forget. Well. All right. So yeah, go ahead and make that attack with disadvantage, or with advantage. I mean, not disadvantage. That would suck.
19.
All right. Wow, that hits. So it is making Constitution.
Yeah, it makes a Constitution saving throw. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the damage for just the dart.
4 minus 1 is 3. So
Oh,
pixie...
it's unconscious.
Yep. That one drops.
Should I roll
unconscious.
damage as well? Or
yeah, you can.
That is 12 plus 2, 14 points of damage.
Pixies have 1 hit point.
Oh my gosh.
However, we have actually made this a thing in this world that this particular drought poison, if the damage attack that the drought poison was on were to kill the creature, it stabilizes them at unconscious if they are knocked unconscious with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
So it is alive, unconscious, and stabilized. And turning over did absolutely nothing. I picked up one of the pixies. Okay, let me get the rest of these because it's going to take forever later to do it.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll initiative?
Yep.
5.
5 for Mira.
Yep.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. Was Jax? Or Zash?
$17. Sorry,
17.
I forgot what the number was.
Alright. So as you guys were sneaking up and you see this... Ooh, crit fail on the pixie. You see this huddled mass of floating little magical fake creatures flying there. And you know that it's now or never. You gotta go get those pixie wings. You run out. Mira moving with speed that Zash has never seen before. She gets right up next to them, takes out her crossbow. That pixie falls to the ground. Zash holds up his hand, casts what appears to be just a light from his hand, and nothing really seems to happen, but then you just see one of the pixies scream out loud as its wings are ripped off from its body, and little pixie dust comes flying out from it, and little bits of blood, screaming out in terrible, shrieking pain that echoes throughout this forest. These pixies immediately move toward you guys, and you guys start to see other little bits of pixies start to appear from this forest as well. Alright, now, with the end of your guys' turn, or surprise turn, I should say, we start with the actual pixie that was in the center of them. Who is... Because I always have a boss for each one of the battles, and I named that one the boss. They rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
Woof.
Okay. So. This pixie. Yes. This pixie is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You got 30 feet away, Mira, so he's right by you. 5 feet out. He's going to... Oh shoot, no wonder. Sorry about the music, guys, people listening at home. I should keep it on battle music. It went back to regular adventuring music. Okay. No, not what I wanted to do. Not okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to filter to the exact challenge rating I'm looking at. This will be a lot quicker. Still 21. Okay, while that is loading, he moves right up to you. No, I don't have that. Okay. This pixie gets up to your face, and with anger in its eyes and tears running down its face, you see as this little face morphs, changes, becomes much larger, and plops down. It is a giant now compared to its original size. In front of you, it is a white dragon wormling.
Oh no.
What?
Because they can shapeshift.
Polymorph. Yes. And it is going... Well, that was its action to cast Polymorph, so it's going to end its turn. The next monster is going to move up. Same area. It it is going to polymorph into one of your guys' old friends, Orc Eye of Groomish. It becomes...
What?
It goes from this... Yeah, you guys remember when you guys were stopped at that orc
Oh gosh darn
raider
it.
thing? And there was that leader of the orcs. The Eye of Groomish.
I do have a question. Do pixies
Yes.
have to make concentration checks on polymorph?
No.
Ah.
So that one is going to transform into an Eye of Groomish. Next up. Next pixie. Moves out. And they're just going to become, without going through all of it, because it's going to take forever, they're just going to become the various terrifying things you guys have some come across, some not. One of them actually becomes a purple wormling. Another one becomes a quaggoth. Another one becomes a rhinoceros. One...
That's
Well,
not
only
very
one of
creative.
them changed before it's Zash's turn, but still. Zash, you're up.
Okay, so then all the rest of them are still back here?
Moved. There are... 1, 2... 3 more back there,
And 4 up here?
and 4 up there, yes. And these 2 are down.
Okay. Are they all in a line like this in front of her?
Sorta. Yeah, they were, they moved up as far as they could and stayed to the side of their fellow, now much larger, compatriots.
How many of them could I get into a 10-foot sphere without hitting Mira?
2. Well, maybe here? Maybe 3?
That'll work. I use Shatter on those 3.
Alright, read me Shatter once more.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a choice. That's flavor text. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on this saving throw.
Okay, so the Eye of Groomish got 16. The other one that's changed before I said that turned into a purple wormling. Oh, shoot. No, he didn't. He changed into a Quaggoth. 15, 16, 15, and the white dragon wormling. Oh, 3.
Jeez, I assumed they had terrible con because of them. They're having like 1 HP or whatever.
They all had bonus.
All right.
No, they assumed the traits of the creature that they
Things
are.
they turn into.
Yeah, well, I had this plan before they changed. So one of them failed. It was a con of 13.
Yeah, the white dragon wormling.
Roll
And-
really high.
Yeah, and it's 15. So
The others take half.
I don't know how you do the odds, but yeah, the others take half.
Rounded up is 8, and this one takes
Not bad.
15 damage. It is still looking good. It's a white dragon.
Yeah.
Where did I just put that?
Okay, well that's my spell slots.
Oh gosh. Are these 3 back near the ones that died? Have they changed yet?
They have not gone, but they're about to.
Okay.
And Zash is actually going to go up. Or can I reach Mira with my movement? I don't know how far away we are. 30 feet?
Yeah, you can move 30 feet and reach.
Okay.
I would do with Unseen Servant.
I can only move him 15 feet.
You can get him close enough to some of the fairies that have
Oh, I can
changed
actually.
yet.
Okay, well, these are 2 separate things because that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. I already used my action. That's right. Okay, never mind. I will move the Unseen Servant to the 15 feet to the closest pixie. Wait, these 2 are both dead, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, one's unconscious.
So, can I get to that one?
Can you get to the other pixie?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. What one?
Cool.
This guy?
This one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I rip his wings off too.
Alright. Once again, a blood-curdling scream from a male pixie, and it's still like a really high-pitched cry of terrible pain. Absolutely enough to bring tears to your eyes. Alright. Is that it?
Yep.
Cool. So the Quaggoth took 8 damage. Okay. So the next ones, to make it easier on myself, they're going to change into the same thing. Dragon Wormling, move up. That guy's down. Move up. That's what it was. One, two, three. And now Mira.
Oh god. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Is it possible for me to disengage and run towards this pixie that I knocked unconscious?
You would have to disengage and do that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure disengage doesn't mean that you have to step back. It just means that you duck between them so much. With the mass of different creatures that they're turning into, I'll say that you can do it.
Okay.
If you had to back up to disengage, then maybe not because you're exactly 30 feet out. But yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
So you move through the lot of them. Well, okay, yeah, we'll still say that you can.
I'm just gonna use my action to grab the unconscious pixie and yell, "Run!" And that's my turn.
And that's your turn. Next up, we have the Dragon Wormling. Being by Zash, the Dragon Wormling is going to, we'll say, oh, not looking at the picture, is going to fire its cold breath against Zash. Now, Zash, do you have any, we'll say, heightened damage to cold?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not as far as racial abilities or anything.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Oh, okay. You take 11 points of cold damage
Ouch.
as it moves up, and this once pixie formed into a giant dragon. I say giant, it is still rather giant. It's about your height, all lying down, as it moves up, and its dragony wings connected to its arms brace it into place. It lets out this cone of just blue-white energy. As Mira, you watch this powerful sphere cone coming out of its mouth, blows Zash back a good bit, but and it looks painful for him, but he's still standing. Next up,
Real quick, when I snapped the wings off those pixies, did it put them at 0 HP?
yep,
Cool.
it was slow, but they bled out. Yes. They were screaming there for a bit. Both of them have stopped screaming. You can
I feel
assume.
so bad.
That's fine. So walk it off.
The Orc-Eye Grimace is going to... Orc-Eye Grimace is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. No. No, he's not. Is he? Let's see what they have, because it's... Spellcaster within a spellcaster. Yeah, I'm just gonna do... Yeah, it's just gonna try and spear you with two-hand. melee attack with a spear.
Bring it on.
I do have to ask though,
21.
would polymorph give it a weapon?
It would, because it becomes
Okay.
the Archive Grimace who has a spear.
Okay.
21.
Yep.
Alright, it is doing 11 points of piercing damage. No, 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh, thanks for that correction.
Wait. I'm gonna do that. Alright. Next up, we have the Quaggoth, who's gonna make 2 melee claw attacks against you. No.
I'm so glad I came up here next to Mira to do something for her next turn, and then she ran away.
Yeah, no, I think he is gonna go for Mira. Because,
darn it.
yeah. She yelled, let's run, you went and attacked more pixies, it thinks, because it just heard the blood-curdling scream as you went over there, so... yeah, multi-attacks. Plus 5 to hit. Natural 1, which means
Oh,
that
thank
does not
God.
get its second. So, it comes up, but in its anger, in its rage, in seeing its friend... And you don't know, you just see the glimpse of its eye, so sad for just a second, but possibly lover. On the ground, and now dead. The love of its life is now dead, and it continues to, it swings and misses, and it's just so caught off guard that it turns around, looks at it first, before looking at you again.
Does it get out of my melee?
No. I'd say no. He's still looking at it, but he's still within your melee.
Alright.
That is...
Well, is he looking at the one on the ground? Because I have that
it
in my
for those
hands.
3. Which one?
I have the one that was that I hit with the crossbow bolt in my hands.
Oh, what I thought was that he was looking at the one anyway, which, the second pixie that the unseen servant had picked up and dropped. But, last but not least, this now it's Sash.
Okay. Zash is going to use Burning Hands on the things right in front of him. It's a 15-foot cone in front, so it would probably hit all of them.
Okay. We'll make a dex saving throw. Multiple. First one is going to be Quaggoth. It is dex, right?
Yeah.
15. Second Quaggoth is gone. So the other one is 2 Orc of Eye Grimaces. That one is 14. And that one is 6. And then there are 2 Dragon Wormlings. Which is 14 and 4. So 15, 14, 6, 14, and 4.
Okay, well, it's a 13. So let me know who passes and fails, and the damage is 9.
One of the Orc Eye Grimaces fails, and one of the Dragon Wormlings, however, is the one that has been undamaged so far, fails. So the rest of them all take 5 points of damage, and these 2 take 9 points of damage. Okay.
Anyone dead?
Oh, no.
Pity.
No.
Alright, then crap.
In fact, I don't even know if I should do that math, because... Okay.
The heck? Okay, I can't do things for some reason. It's saying I have to create and select a decal. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I run away 30 feet. however far that is. I don't know.
Which way?
Like, towards Mira.
That's 30 feet, yes, but then there will be 5 attacks of opportunity on you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get away, so I guess I'll go the other way.
Okay, there are 2 attacks of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, technically they're all within your melee range, so it still should be 5, but I think, yeah, the way that it hits some of them back, yeah. Let's see.
Are you gonna do anything with your unseen servant?
You should
Yeah,
probably just have him
there's...
follow you.
No one's a pixie anymore. So... He's gonna leave the sets of wings he's collected with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're kind of just floating in midair right now. And then, yeah, head like 15 feet away towards me. Because you can't like actually attack or anything.
Okay. Next up, then, we have the other 3, and then Mira. Do-do-do. 2 attacks of opportunity, though. That's full. Okay. The first one is the White Dragon Wormling, who was the first one to go. 17 plus 4 is 21.
Yeah.
He deals 7 points of piercing damage. As you try to flee back, plus 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then lastly is going to be the Orc Eye of Groomish, who as you run, he's just going to try and hit you with his spear. He's going to throw it, actually, for plus 5 is 14.
Really? Yes.
Oh, okay.
My AC sucks. I haven't been able to get any armor.
Yeah, mine
That's
sucks too.
That is true. Let me just make sure that's plus 5. Yeah, it is. Okay, that will be 11 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Are you still up?
Barely.
Gosh.
Thank God for temporary hit points.
Yeah. Oh. What from?
Whenever I reduce a creature to 0 HP, I get temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier plus level.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank God.
So I got
yeah.
14 HP from those pixies.
Wow.
That's why I asked. I'd be dead right now.
I would be as well if I had gotten hit.
Okay, now how do I tell you that they pursue you without seeming like a jerk?
You don't. So don't do it.
The one Quagoth is still over there by Mira, so this one's gonna follow after Zash. That is the Dragon Wormling again. With plus 4 to hit. 16. No, 15.
You know that hits.
Yep. And I'm just doing, although for you I'll roll just to make sure, because it might not. Yeah, I'll roll 1d10 plus 2. Ugh. 9 points of piercing damage. plus 2 points of cold damage.
I'm down,
Oh,
Conscious.
no.
like, a lot.
So,
When I had 2 HP when you hit me.
Oh, gosh.
Merritt, you are surrounded by pixies.
Is it my turn? Or are there
Yeah,
2 more
these ones
pixies
are moving
before
in.
me?
These ones are moving in. A lot of them got, like, pushed back a bit from the fire and stuff. So this one's moving in, and this Quaggoth, is this the Quaggoth that went and then that hasn't gone in a while?
I think he's after me?
Oh, okay.
I can't
So then
remember.
it's this one too, who also moves over here. Alright, yeah. Now it's your turn.
Oh,
If
God.
Jax were ever to be suspicious of what his teammates were up to, now would be a great time to come out of the shadows with my puppy.
Well, Jax is under the impression that you guys are banging in the woods. So maybe have like a different lie next time.
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna raise my hands and I'm gonna surrender.
You're going to surrender.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
They probably won't.
Well, this is interesting, because their intelligence now is what they were. So it's like, they don't speak what they did anymore.
But
You
with the Quaggoth,
speak Orcish.
I don't speak Orcish, but would the Quaggoth speak Undercommon?
You could try.
I want to say I surrender an Undercommon.
Okay. Huh. Let's see. Okay, wow.
And I'm putting my hands up without touching my weapons, like a universal
Yeah.
sign for surrender.
Yeah.
What did you hide the pixie wings?
These ones move around. When you said that in Undercommon, the Quaggoth did respond. He visibly narrowed his eyes and gave a like sort of surprised look, trying to figure out what you're doing. All the other creatures begin to surround you, including the other pixies from the woods. And one of the pixies from the woods moves in close, holds out its hand, waves it over your head as you watch little bits of pixie dust fall down.
Oh
trickling
no.
around you. And in the blink of an eye, quite literally, you fall asleep. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it for today. I always love doing that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
I hate pixies so much.
They
I
were
warned you.
incredible before you ripped their wings off horribly.
Technically,
I
an
love
invisible
pixies.
force ripped their wings off.
Pixies are awesome.
Mira wanted to be visible.
That is something. We'll see if you guys get back from it. But, yeah, well, Brandon's just gonna, Jax is just gonna be so confused and be like, what happened to them? Why is Mira look so sad? And where's Ash? Like,
Basically.
what?
I just want to point out that you are asleep, and Jax isn't around, and I'm just going to bleed out.
Maybe next time bring your healer / tank when you go to fight pixies. I don't know.
Well,
Hey, it wasn't my idea.
Could have easily told him they were evil pixies, and he probably would have been on board.
mm,
True.
Thank you
They are pretty evil.
so much for watching, guys. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to stay tuned for other videos from us, more Dungeons & Dragons gameplay, as well as we try to, throughout the week, do other games as well. But no matter what, we are here every single Monday night at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right here on Twitch, which is TheMajestic Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGaming, as well as the YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheMajestic, where you can find all these videos uploaded to after as well. But we all hope that you enjoyed it. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, and thank you again.